Hello. Greetings. I never know what to say at the start of streams. Welcome to City 17. Who remembers playing Half-Life 2 when it came out, or indeed at any time? Remember that? Remember that bit at the start? You know, the funny thing about Half-Life 2 is it can be difficult at this point to separate the extreme amount of like memed and viral clips and comments and things from those games and to separate them from your memory of them, because I remember the trailers, and I remember first stepping foot into the game and that guy on the big screen saying, you know, welcome to City 17. I remember that, but I also remember all of the many years since where people have repeated it over and over and over and over again in memes and stuff. And it's a bit hard to separate the two. But that game was something else at the time. It really was. That Source engine, man. You know, I had a Pentium 4 processor at the time, which, if you recall from back then, was, and hey, let's start opening these containers, was a single core processor that could get up to some pretty impressive speeds for what it was. It was right at the end of the era of let's make single core processors and just make them faster and faster and faster. Like right after I had a Pentium 4, I got the Core 2 Duo, which was like, oh, it's a core, there's two cores, it's a duo core, dual core. And then, of course, 90% of software didn't use multi-cores for years. But still, it was cool. So I was running a Pentium 4, and the point is, my computer, like the Pentium 4, quite notorious for running hot and not liking it, you know? Nowadays, when your CPU runs hot, they're very good at throttling themselves down to stay under that like temperature limit, whatever their internal temperature limits are. But back then, your system would often just hang, you know? And so if I wanted to play Half-Life 2, it came out in the summer, and it was hot. There was a heat wave here, which didn't help. I had to take the side off my PC case, sit a desk fan next to my PC, and just blast that desk fan full power into the side of the PC case in order to play Half-Life 2. Because if I turn that desk fan off, the regular like heatsink on the system, which was good by the way, it was a perfectly good heatsink, it just wouldn't be enough, and the system would hang after a few minutes of trying to play Half-Life 2. Anyway, let me read chat now. For those who don't know, I'm very easily distracted, and so when I'm on a roll saying something, I will often look away from chat intentionally for a minute or two, because if I don't, I'll get derailed and forget what I was saying. Half-Life 2, it is still legendary. It was quite a game. It was quite, it looms large, doesn't it? It looms large. Let's see here. Alright, so, I've not played this game in a couple of weeks. I was sick there for a week or two. There's a new campaign or something? There's a new campaign. Right, let's have a quick look at that. Why don't we have a look? You get this German cruiser as the reward. There's something to do with pirates. So if we look in the store, by the way, always grab, it's not here anymore, but on the Office page, there'll always be a free bundle. There was also, in this Across the Java Sea section, there was also a free thing that gives you a little discount on Japanese ships if you want to buy a ship. There's a whole pirate section now. Look at all this pirate themed stuff. I'm not sure where they're going with it. But Sammy mentioned yesterday that the pirates have a battleship, right? And I said, and maybe I'm being intentionally like obtuse and pedantic here, are these real pirates from like history? Is Andrew the Lip a real dude? Robin Le Fierce? These could be real historic people who have probably been twisted by history to appear like this, I guess, if they are real people. Anyway, I was thinking a battleship is quite a tricky thing to field, right? If nothing else, like let's assume, okay, fine, let's assume that the crew of an actual battleship all decided to run away as traitors and become pirates, because that's the only way you're going to have a ship like this operational. You could put a crew of experienced pirates on a battleship and they wouldn't even be able to get the boilers started. You know, you really need a lot of technical expertise to operate these huge complex machines. So let's assume that these pirate crews are in fact actual trained battleship crews who just all turn traitor. Where are they getting the fuel oil from? Like, to operate for even a day or even a week? That stuff's expensive, and okay, you could maybe it doesn't have to be that specialized. They can burn a lot of crap, but where are they getting it from? Where are these pirates? That's a lot of fuel. Where are they filling up? Never mind where they're getting the ammunition from. Like, where are they getting the fuel just to operate the vessel? That's I know it's a silly question to ask, but that was the first thing that came to mind. Anyway, I have to do my dailies. This is my list of ships I can pick to do my dailies. We're going to start with the Cherbourg here. And for those who don't know, I like the Cherbourg. French cruiser. It's quite an interesting one. Because if you look at the front here, we have these 2 turrets with 4 guns each. These are battleship guns strapped onto a cruiser. And as a result, you don't have any main guns on the back. These are just little secondaries. There's a lot of secondaries on the back, but that's what they are. So really, when I'm out here driving, it's only, like, I can point my bow to the enemy and have all my guns to bear. And also, granted it's a cruiser, and lots of cruisers are fast, but this cruiser is also quite fast and maneuverable. It's nippy. Yeah. And yeah, I'll whip the Iowa out shortly. I like the Iowa. I like it. It's a perfectly cromulent battleship. It's a bit weak on the sides in this game, so like, I mean, every ship is weaker if you're, you know, side on versus bow on, right? But the Iowa especially is quite weak in her sides, so you don't really want to, like, there are some battleships you can tank some hits in the side. I feel like the Iowa isn't one of them. Pretty much everyone can blast an Iowa if they hit her in the side. But yeah. I was happy when I got my hands on the Iowa because it's a pretty cool ship, and I only got it relatively recently. Whew. Right, you can hear my voice. I'm still getting going today. I don't do a lot of talking early in the morning. A lot of sitting down working, not a lot of talking before I start doing these streams. Oh, a good cup of tea. Good cup of tea there. Well, yeah. Destroy the enemy before they can even see you. But alas, this game does not, because this is quite an arcadey game, this game does not follow what you would consider normal Battleship doctrine. You can cross the T in this game, for example, but you do so in the opposite manner to the way you would in real life. And you don't get much in the way of Battleship rows and things in this game. Alright, let's see if we remember the controls. This was like me yesterday in World of Tanks. Because, alright, it's been 2 weeks. It'll come back to me. Whoop, not that button. Wait, how do I... There we go. It's all coming back to me now. Look how slow my guns turn. They are battleship guns, though. Alright. Oh, we've been spotted. Alright, seeing as we've been spotted, let's try to eyeball it, and let's just try to get into cover here, because there's a lot of bad guys ahead of me. The Lugdunum has already fired on me. I did a pretty decent chunk of damage on him myself. This cruiser's fired on me as well, and I am on fire. This is a bad start. We have 3 battleships and a cruiser ahead of me here. I need to get into cover real quick. Thankfully, I am a quick ship. The Cleveland over here. Am I going to be able to hit the Cleveland? That might be a bad shot. Looks like she's turning away. I'm going to attempt to hug this island real tight. I've lost the ability to steer, but that's okay. I was already turning in the direction I wanted to turn in. I should be okay here. I should be hidden in a moment. Hopefully. Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm hidden now. Unfortunately, I'm on fire again, and I already used my repair, so I'm kind of screwed in that regard. But I can take a moment here to allow my colleagues behind me to do something. There's a Leon back there. Who can see me? That destroyer can't see me. Who can see me? I don't know. I don't know who can see me. I do not know. Maybe the cruiser that was back there. Maybe I can't see him, but he can see me. I don't know. That's a good question. Alright, we got the Lugdunum coming up, getting real close to us. It's a pity that we don't have... Alright, this is going to be a quick game. I'm going to use my engine boost here. I'm going to die soon. There's 2 battleships out here, but screw it. Screw it. I'm going to die. Screw it. No. We want to fire on this guy. I'm going to use my quick reload. It brings my battleship guns down from, you know, 20-something seconds to about 10 seconds, just so I can do a little extra damage. Help my team out a little bit before the end. And just drive towards this guy. I don't know if I'll manage to hit him before I'm slaughtered, because, I mean, look at me, I have no health. I'm pretty much done for. It'd be cool if I could hit him, though. Wait, is he dead? Oh, the Lugdunum just died. Great. So now, instead of a cool suicide run, I'm just sat here waiting to die. Will I get my guns around to take one more shot off before I get killed? Probably not. This guy's got a lot of secondaries going on. There we go. One more shot before I died. And that's a good game from me. I had fun. That was alright. You know, I could have done better. I could have carried on hiding behind the island and maybe wait for someone else to kill the Lugdunum and then pull out. Yeah, I could have done that. But, you know, I went spicy. Now, what's going on in the old chatteroony? No such thing as a good cup of tea. You've clearly not drank tea. Well, you know what? There are bad cups of tea. You know, I drink, I grew up on PG Tips, which is the most popular tea in the UK. And it's perfectly good. But Yorkshire tea is a bit better. And especially Yorkshire Gold, you want to get fancy. I mean, the way I see it, Yorkshire Gold is slightly more expensive, but not by all that much. And it's just a much better cup of tea. But you can get, not only can you get bad teas, like whatever crap they always serve in hotels, or even like you go to a Starbucks or something, and I suppose they're all American-y and they're all like, ooh, coffee or whatever, but like they serve tea as well. You get a cup of tea in Starbucks and it's usually pretty bad. I don't know what kind of tea they use there, which is weird because like it's the UK and everyone knows how to make tea, so it must just be their supplier. It must just be whatever brand of tea they're getting, surely. Or maybe it's the way they make it. Anyway, the point is, I had a bad cup of tea the other day. It was a regular cup of Yorkshire tea, and it was just, there was something funny about it. Sometimes you just get a bad tea bag, I guess. I don't know. Oh, well, Earl Grey is a very different drink because it's very floral, isn't it? I struggle with Earl Grey. Sometimes I enjoy it. Most of the time I don't. Obviously, Jean-Luc Picard loved his Earl Grey, but I'm not a big fan of very floral teas, generally. And Tetley isn't that good either. Tetley's fine. Typhoo is pretty bad. But yeah, Yorkshire tea, ooh, lovely. I got a big, really big cup of tea here. It's actually 2 cups of tea. It's like, you know, like a really big cup. Some nice whole milk, some honey. Oh, that's good. Alright, what should I actually be doing here? This is an interesting map because you can go straight down the middle or you can come to the sides. And here at the sides, on my side, I just have these 2 cruisers with me, which I'd rather have a little more cover than just 2 cruisers. If they can spot the enemy here, I'm in this Iowa. She's got 2 of her turrets at the front, 1 at the back, so I can bring 2/3 of my guns to bear without having to turn to the side. I'm currently hidden by this terrain, so if I can just sit here, I can hit anything, you know, from here onwards. So anything that really starts to come around the corner, basically, without being immediately spotted, if these cruisers can spot the enemy. But then you have the situation of these cruisers take all the fire because the enemy can't see me. You know. You know what I wish I could do? I wish I could, like, look down at the ship a little bit more, you know? Like, down here. Because you turn your view around and you're like, oh, cool, I get to look at the middle of the ship. And then your view changes. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay, hang on. What do we... So, there is... oh, hang on. There's something for me to shoot. And this guy will be able to see me, which isn't ideal. But, like, that battleship over there won't be able to hit me yet. This guy, however, would be able to hit me. This guy's going to be a hard ship to hit. Do I even try? Let's try that. I always just eyeball everything. You play the game. I could be a little high there, but I was thinking he might turn away as he has done. I don't think I'm going to hit him. That's a wide spread. I got real close. Look at that. I bracketed him real nicely there. Just didn't hit him. Okay. It looks like the Harlem and the Colorado are the ships we're going to be targeting once they do eventually swing round the side here. Oh, speaking of Harlems, our Harlem should probably take cover. He is just driving straight at the enemy here. Most of the rest of my team have gone the other way. All 3 of the other battleships have gone to the other side of the map. Should I just pull out on these guys? I mean, the Harlem is about to come into weapons range. Yeah, I'll fire on him in a sec. I don't know if that'll hit. I'm still getting my eye in. It's been a couple of weeks since I played the game. That's my excuse. Yeah, he's going a bit faster than I anticipated. He's really bucking it. I did hit him, though, and I hit him hard. I hit his citadel. That made him spin. That made him turn. He didn't like that very much. Can I perhaps swing around and get my rear gun in action here, seeing as it's pretty much just this guy that's pulling out on us? Alright, let's hope that hits. Is that gonna hit? Yeah? Yeah, I hit him again, just barely. Nah, that last gun is now in arc, but it's not gonna hit him. I could always fire on this guy. Go. Cruisers at extreme ranges can be hard to hit with your little battleshipy guns. Alright, let's just do that. And see what happens. No one's fired on me yet, which is always nice to see. But the Harlem here is about to get blasted. Yep, there he goes. And my cruiser buddy is hiding behind me at this point. You know my other cruiser friend who was out here earlier? Yeah, he's behind me. Which is a totally fair place for him to be. That's where I would be. But now it means I'm the one getting fired on. And the thing is, this little cruiser is going to find it much easier to hit me than I am to hit him. Alright, so there's Battleship and there's 2 cruisers and there's me and this little cruiser. Do we just try and swing around the corner? The problem is the rest of my team are still kind of back here. Look, this battleship's still way back here. He's doing the same thing I've been doing. I reckon that they're going to see me here. I don't think those shots are going to hit before he gets around the corner. I just wanted to try. I might retreat here, honestly, because it looks like we've got 2 battleships and 2 cruisers. And soon this guy will be dead and then it'll just be me. And I don't like my odds against 4 ships. You know what I mean? Especially because some of them are hiding and they're allowing the cruisers to just kind of pick away at my health with fire. This guy's barely moving. I might be able to get a couple of shots off at him just as I go around the corner. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Good day, sirs. I'm leaving. I'll let them take this side of the map. See if I care. I could always go down the middle. Or I could... let's put the fires out and do a bit of repairing now. I could always go down the middle. Or I could just swing way around the back. Down the middle would be faster, so I think I'll go that way. Hello, Sammy. I did unlock the Jolly Roger flag, or at least the website said I did, so I assume I have. I didn't check to see if it was in the game, though. I forgot all about it this morning. Now, War Duckling, you want to talk about bad tasting drinks. You ever tried coffee? I had a relationship with coffee for a long time because the only person that would come to my house to drink coffee was my aunt, and she was also the only person in my family that smoked cigarettes. So growing up, First off, all we had was really crappy instant coffee because we only kept it for her, so we just kept the crappy stuff. And it was called Nescafe. And also, with her being the only person that smoked, as a small child, I associated the smell of coffee with the smell of cigarette smoke. Ah, this guy is screwed. See, this battleship already went through the middle. And he's pulling up behind the fleet that I just ran away from. And they're retargeting on him, and he's screwed. But what can we really do? I don't think we're winning this. I don't think we're winning this. Look at how spread out we are. Like, okay, I'm pulling down the middle right now, but as soon as I get out there, I'm going to have to face 2 battleships and a cruiser. I just don't see it working out. I just don't see how I'm going to win this. Anyway, because the thing is, okay, like, we have a little fleet back here that has some slight numerical advantage, but by the time they catch up with me over here, I'm already going to be heavily engaged with their other ships, who outnumber me 3-1, maybe 2-1 if this cruiser is able to re-engage, but it's not going to work out. Anyway, no, I do like some coffee, but early in life I disliked it immensely because of that. This Megami's coming this way. He decided to cut the corner as well, and he was the guy that was setting me on fire a whole bunch earlier. Not ideal. So yeah, instant coffee is definitely horrible, but there's some nice coffee. There's some, and I even have like an espresso machine now, which is pretty cool. I really like that. I don't use it because I don't drink enough coffee. Like, you get the coffee grounds and they go bad. Like, tea just kind of, it's just dried leaves and it just kind of keeps forever. But coffee grounds, you know, go bad after a little while. Like, well, not coffee, you know, ground up coffee beans. Goes bad. I don't think I'm going to hit this guy. And I just don't drink enough for me to use it all up. And the other thing is, there's a science to making... Like, I like making lattes on my espresso machine thingy with the milk frother and stuff. And the problem is, you have to be really precise, like down to the milliliter, on how much of everything you put in. Or rather, like, so when you're filtering your water through the coffee, you only want to filter it so much. See how I'm just failing to miss this guy here. It's really hard to hit a cruiser far away like this, which is why I'm backing up. Because he's just going to be able to set me on fire and I can't really touch him. We are winning, but I really need the rest of my team to catch up. Anyway, so you only want to filter a certain amount of water through it. And also you don't want to water down the flavor, I guess, right? So you have to get a cup with marks that you've written on it to measure out specific milliliters, so you know when to press stop on the water pouring portion. And the same with how much milk you want to put in and stuff. The milk frother thing is really cool. I love how it like shoves hot steam into the milk to make it kind of froth up. That's a really neat thing. I should start using that for making hot chocolate and things because it seems really cool. But yeah, it's such a complex process as well. And then once you've made it, I'm the kind of person that can't just leave things dirty. So I have to immediately clean the machine and all the implements I used. So you have to like take the thing out that has like the ground up coffee in it, and you have to wash that out and wash the filter out under the tap, and you have to clean the milk frother and clean the jug that the milk was just in and clean the measuring cup that you put the coffee in and blah, blah, blah. And it's just this whole process. And by the time you're done, your coffee's half cold anyway. But it's just so much easier to make a cup of tea. So I like coffee. I do. I like coffee. It's just such a pain in the ass to make. All right, my colleagues have caught up now. I think this guy's still going to engage me probably, but I'm going to pull out because my 2 colleagues have caught up now. This other battleship has gone back there to chase the cruiser down. I am more concerned with the cruiser that's here. And we can capture their base while we're here, you know. Anyway. Let's see what chat's saying. Pop my nose into the cap. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Now that I've got the old backup here. Yeah, I like coffee. I like whenever I go out to meet friends, which isn't very often, I treat myself to a latte. We are overwhelmed with coffee shops in my city. I live in a major metropolitan city, and you cannot you're tripping over like boutique coffee shops where they're like, oh, our coffee's special because this, and ours is different because we filter it through monkeys, or we filter it through poor people, or whatever. We wear suspenders and have twirly moustaches, so you know our coffee's good. You know, and like it is, they're all good. Am I gonna hit him this time? He's wiggly. Oh, I scratched him, but you can kind of see how he's gonna do more damage to me because he can set me on fire, and then I'm just slowly burning to death the entire time. Oh, that's a nice wide spread of torpedoes. I'm just going to leave him to my colleagues, and I'm going to go for the Colorado over here. I'm not enthused to put the fires out because I anticipate that he'll just set me on fire again. Yeah, coffee filtered through poor people is the best, I'm told. But yeah, I like coffee. I just wish it were easier to make because then I'd drink it more often. I really do like it, and there's so many varieties and stuff. But also like the longevity of the actual ground coffee beans. Once you open the pack, that guy's probably going to die. Should we look at the explosion? I guess we'll watch the explosion. There we go. He's dead. Kaplow. All right. You reckon this guy's going to set me on fire? He can't see me at the moment, which is impressive. The Iowa, I don't know. The Iowa's pretty well hidden. It's because of my cool camouflage, which... This camouflage hides the Iowa well when she's sailing through thick jungle, right? I always think it's silly, this camo on a naval vessel. Like, at what point is this... Has there ever been a naval vessel, a big naval vessel like this that's used, like, jungle camo? And if so... Fucking why? I'd love to know. I'd love to know if that's historically a thing that ever existed. Because why? At what point would a battleship need to be hidden in a jungle? You know what I mean? This guy's all about turning away, so I'll turn my shot slightly. Which, of course he's going to turn away. What else is he going to do? Did I hit him? Again, I scratched him a little. One round hit. It's a nice little warm-up, isn't it? Yeah, I like the Iowa. She's done well in this battle, mainly because I've been very cautious about engaging the enemy. Like, earlier on, you say what you will about me kind of turning tail and running, but if I hadn't, I wouldn't be alive now to capture their base, you know? Although there's only 3 seconds left in the match. Look at that, we captured the base with 1 second left on the timer. That's the closest capture I've ever had in this game. That's crazy, and it's all down to Santa Claus. Yeah, I was very middling. Look at these guys; they got a bajillion. Oh, you can't really see. You know, actually, that's something I want to mention. Let me close this for a sec. I always keep a little zoom in on the mini map there in the top left corner so that you guys can see it a bit better. But yeah, those guys got a lot of medals. So I have something to talk about today. Yesterday and the day before we were talking about like getting a new keyboard and mouse. Okay, so I only have one more daily and it's bringing Scrooge out on the King George V. Yeah, so I was looking at maybe getting a keyboard and mouse. Hang on, let me drink my tea. Oh, that's good. And I was looking, and I have a relatively strict list of requirements. The mouse just has to be a mouse. Nothing special about the mouse. It just has to work, you know? But the keyboard, I want it to be a full-size keyboard. I want it to be like a wireless keyboard because I sit on the sofa and have the keyboard in my lap. So it has to be relatively comfortable and lightweight, not ridiculously bulgy or anything. It has to have multimedia keys, and if I was getting a new keyboard, it would have to have macro keys as well, because that's the main thing my current keyboard doesn't have. Look at the awful camo I put on this ship just for lols. Anyway, So that's what I wanted. And I have decided that I'm not going to get that, because you can get that in a keyboard, but they're very expensive. As soon as you utter the term like macro keys or custom hotkeys or anything, suddenly it becomes a elite gamer keyboard, and now you have to pay your entire month's salary on a single key or something. So because they're all too expensive and silly in that regard. Oh, sorry, Mr. Battleship. Didn't realise you were turning this way. In fact, the other battleship's turning this way as well. Maybe I should turn this way. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going this way now. Screw it. So I thought, okay, I'll just stick with my normal wireless office keyboards, Logitech keyboards. They're very good. They've served me well for years. I'll just stick with that. But I would like some macro keys. And also I'd like macro keys, not only for... My thought was I could play Helldivers. And... can I hit the Colorado here? I mean, yes, if I can just get the guns in. No, too late, too late. We were so close, we almost had him. Anyway, you know, stuff for like entering stratagems in Helldivers, but also when you're streaming, it can be handy to have buttons that can do things. And not only do you have macro keys for that kind of thing, but you also have... that guy's really booking it, actually. Let me fire to the left a little bit here. That guy's really moving. Oh, he's turning away. I don't think I'll hit him. I might hit him. You think I'll hit him? Ooh, just missed. Alright. I'm worried about the enemy engaging me, so I'm just going to wiggle a bit, and then I'm going to turn away. Because for this battleship, I'm told the wise thing to do is to start fires and run away, basically. You're not trying to brawl with people, you're just trying to set them on fire. Well, this guy's really moving as well. Let's see if that'll hit him. They can't see me from here. This might be a good place to slow down if they can't see me. Am I going to hit him? Just barely. And I did set him on fire, so that was the plan, but he's really moving. Once they spot me again, there is a destroyer in B back there behind me. So he will see me at some point. The look at him is turning out of my range. I don't know if I'm going to hit him. And I've been spotted. So, I wonder who spotted me. I bet it was that destroyer that we can't see. Oh, it could just be these guys because I fired on them. They can probably see me over the mountain now. What was I saying? Yeah, so anyway. So I decided I wanted something like a Stream Deck. And for those who don't know, a Stream Deck is a little macro keyboard of keys. Ah, there you go. There's a destroyer there. But each key has a little screen inside, little whatever it is. You can get... OLED makes the most sense, but there are lots of them that are other stuff as well. See if I can hit this destroyer at all. Yeah, I set him on fire. That'll piss him off a little bit. I might swing around a little bit here. I mean, I do have a colleague with me. What have I got? The West Virginia. I'm faster than she is, I suspect. I don't want to get too far out ahead of her. Let's just slow down a bit. I mean, these torpedoes are coming my way. God, this guy is consistently on the edge of my range. Tell you what, if nothing else, I'll turn in towards them a little bit so I can actually get into range. And I could always try and hide behind this rock. If things get really bad, this rock, this one right here, this rock, I could always try and hide behind her. Oh dear, there he goes. That was the cruiser that was taking all the fire for me. Oh, now we have bomber planes coming in. Anyway, I looked at the Stream Deck. And you know how much a basic regular Stream Deck is with like 15 keys? That's all it is. It's just a little box with 15 keys, and the keys have little displays in, so you can set custom thumbnails and actually see them on your keys, which is very cool. I had that idea years ago, and clearly it was not a particularly unique idea because it's become a big business thing now. I had the idea to such extent that I prototyped it with like OLED displays and an Arduino controller and stuff. I just never got around to properly building one. I was originally going to do it as like a Kerbal Space Program controller where I could reprogram what the keys do. Anyway, the point is that it exists now and it's a really big product and everyone buys Stream Decks, right? But a Stream Deck is 100 And £50. That's pounds. In American money, that's probably closer to like $190 or $200 or some shit. Alright, I'm concerned about the destroyer that's back there. He could swing around. This is the point now, especially because this battleship is swinging away. I'm going to swing away as well. I don't want to... I'm not a brawler. I'm not actually going to turn and run, but I don't want to... you see, I'm taking hits now, and I really don't want to be the guy taking all the hits. I don't... If I just kept going that way, that's where he is. That's where the battleship is. And I can't see them, but they can see me because this destroyer is keeping me spotted. Or maybe... Oh, I go. Where's this Fuso? Oh, hello. Yeah. Alright, hang on. Let me just hit this Fuso. He's turning. Don't worry, West Virginia. I wasn't going to hit you. But now that you're turning towards me, I might hit you. I really need to get past you, dog. If you'd kept going on your course, I would have crossed your bow, but now you're kind of in my way. Anyway, yeah, they're ridiculously expensive. So, I shopped around a little bit. I'd love to find my guns, but you are occluding my weapons. I don't know how many of my guns would hit this West Virginia. He is keeping speed with me. Could you just slow down for a moment and let me pass? No? You want to race me? This guy wants to race me. Alright, well I'll fire on the Fuso. Thankfully all my shots got past this guy. Okay, he's finally slowing down. Thank God for that. Anyway. Yeah, they're very expensive, so I looked on AliExpress and I found one that was, you know, a Chinese-y thing for like £45. And that's plus delivery. £45. So like a third the price of the Elgato Stream Deck, and it's called the Mirrorbox 293S Stream Dock, which I think is a clever name. Oh. Alright, you know what? I'm going to slow down. I want to... Ooh, a torpedo's going to hit me. Oh, wow, look at that. That was close. So, okay, so we have a destroyer ahead of us now, which is concerning, to say the least. And we have another destroyer in A as well. I was going to spin around and start setting fire to the guys behind us, but given what's happening, and given that there's a destroyer in front of us, and we're staying spotted as well, I can't hide, it might just behoove us to run. We've lost this match. There's no way we're going to win this one. Because there's nothing we can do. We can't see the guys behind us. They can keep us spotted because of their two destroyers. We're on a relatively straight, narrow course here. We can't do a lot of changing course, so we're going to get hit by some torpedoes pretty soon. I can hit the repair here, but there's not much point in doing so. Oh, anyway, let's see, Sammy. With reference to my camouflage comment regarding hiding in a forest, please see HNLMS Abram Kristensen. Is that like a Finnish battleship or something? But yeah, battleships hiding in forests. It can't happen often enough for them to need an entire camo. Alright, you see these two destroyers are winging around this way? And actually, this Virginia is doing the same thing as me. She's turning hard to port because the destroyers are going to be here, right in front of us. In fact, they can't see me at the moment, so they must be behind the rock. They're doing the and I'm probably going to die here, but they're doing the classic hide behind the rock and pop out at the last moment kind of move. I'm just trying to bring one of my guns to bear here. And then I'm going to swing hard to port again, because she'll have fired torpedoes at me already. There they are. I'm not going to miss them. I'm going to hit them, sadly. At least I'm still traveling at speed. And that rear one didn't hit, so that's good. There's still a destroyer in here, so the best thing I can do is turn directly towards her and hope the Virginia doesn't crash into me. Because she's right in front of me. I'm just going to send an SOS even though that's pointless. Do you think she's probably pulled slightly to the right, or do you think she's reversed? Hey, I'm happy that I got one destroyer, you know? Like, I'm satisfied with that, because we are losing. Where do you reckon she's gone? She could just be behind this bit of smoke right in front of us. Or she could be behind there, or she could just be pulled off to the left a bit. She could even have moved behind us. She mustn't be in B anymore, so maybe she did reverse away. I'm going to swing to starboard here and just continue to move away. I don't know where she's gone. Well, I know where the Colorado is. Where has that destroyer gone? At least swinging around will make it harder for any torpedoes to hit me. So yes, to wrap up, aha, I've been spotted. I don't think it's not that cruiser either. It's that was the destroyer. I wonder where she is. Is she behind me or ahead of me? Oh, is there someone firing on me from the back? But that's just those battleships and cruisers. I'm just going to keep wildly adjusting course. Not much I can do. Wiggle between these islands. Because, I mean, the destroyer is here somewhere. No point putting the fires out, because that cruiser behind me is going to keep setting me on fire anyway. Is that... That's just the cruiser firing on me, right? There's not two ships back there? Yeah, that's just the cruiser. Maybe she's like right to my left here. This would be a good spot for her to poke her head out from, but she can't be. Oh, no. Am I capturing B? I am capturing B. I wonder where that destroyer's gone. She had a million chances to kill me, you know? That's a good game from me. At least I set the Colorado on fire. So, I may have stopped being hit by that cruiser temporarily, but now I have the Colorado on me and another battleship over here, so it's all over for me. But I set a few ships on fire today, you know. And I'll do it again. Maybe not. The Colorado's probably picking up speed now. Oh, no, I hit her. Actually, that cruiser's probably going to kill me at this point. I've managed to hide myself. Well, it's not going to last, let me tell you. I'm just going to turn and attack. One more volley, and then I'm dead, I think. So yeah, I ordered one of those Chinese knockoff brand ones, and it looks totally fine, and a lot of people use them. And there's a lot of different brands. Like, it's Mirrorbox are the people that make it. But they sell it out to lots of different, like, random Chinese brands that just slap their name on it. There was someone on my Discord yesterday, actually, that recommended a different one to me, and upon further research, that is actually the same device. It's just, like, sold under a different brand name. But yeah, like, 45 quid for something that seems completely competent, and the only concern anyone had, which I don't think is a big deal, because I read into the people that... Okay, so people have concerns about the software because it's like, it looks dodgy because it's Chinese software, right? But the people who had those concerns, of those people, no one who had any knowledge came in to prove or disprove them, kind of thing. So, I mean, who knows? It might look a bit dodgy, but a lot of Chinese software does look a bit iffy. But if you're not happy with using the Chinese software, you can, and if you want to use something that's more Western and open source, you can use a piece of software called OpenDeck, and that has a plugin that will work with the Mirrorbox stuff, so you can just avoid the software entirely. So I've ordered that, and hopefully within a month or so it will arrive from China, and I'll be able to start playing with it. And two things. Firstly, I'm going to use it. You know, I came fourth there. I'm quite happy with that. Sadly, it was a loss, so we're going to whip that ship out again. We want to get our daily done. Yeah, I'm going to use it to control stream stuff, which is your standard. That's what people do. But also, I normally play Helldivers 2 on my controller. but I would like to play with the keyboard and mouse, because when I'm doing certain kinds of gameplay in that game, you want really precise one shot, one kill. Like, you need to hit a dude in a very tiny spot on his body to kill him. So I need to get that level of accuracy, which you can get with a keyboard, but you can't get with a controller. So I want to swap to keyboard and mouse, but in Helldivers, you have these things called stratagems that you have to call in to do all kinds of things, and you have to hold a button down and then press like a sequence of like up, down, left, right, left, up, down, etc. And on a controller, that's great because you have the D-pad. Very easy to do. On the keyboard, not as easy. I'm sure once you get used to it, it's not so bad, but it's not fun. So I thought, well, you know what? I could avoid that problem entirely and get something I've been wanting anyway if I got a keyboard with a macro thing built in, which is why I was looking at that. And okay, fine. In the end, screw it. I'm going to go over there. In the end, I decided not to get the macro keyboard because, like, a macro keyboard is excessively expensive just for the sake of having macro stuff on it. So I'm getting this thing, and I can program it to automatically enter, the stratagem macros, up, down, left, right, whatever. And that'll be convenient. I won't program all of them in, but that'll be kind of fun. That'll be neat, and that'll help me get into Helldivers on the PC with a bit less of a learning bump kind of thing. Because you have to be quick with stratagems. You're usually in the middle of a firefight, dodging bullets, jumping, diving, shooting, and you have to do a bunch of stratagem stuff all at the same time. Yeah, look at me getting bombed here. So that was a good shot. He set me on fire. I'll put the fire out. So yeah, so I think that'll be cool. Anyway, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to take my jumper off because it's getting a bit warm in here. It's raining again today, but it's not cold. So I'm actually a bit too warm in this shed. How much do I want to spend on a keyboard, Sammy? I'm sorry that it took me 6 minutes to answer your question. Considering I've now spent £45 on this little macro thing, I would be willing to spend up to £25 on a keyboard and mouse, which isn't a lot of money. So what I think I will do is get one of the kind of the same thing I have, like a combo keyboard and mouse, amongst other things, because I'm running out of USB ports, and I have a hub that extra stuff is connected to. But like right now on my laptop, which is running all of this stuff, I have my USB microphone plugged in. I have the USB capture card that's capturing this footage. What else do I have? I have my USB mouse, because I'm in the shed and the mouse is... I DIY'd my own heated mouse, for those who don't know. It's got a little heater built inside, so it keeps my hand warm in the winter, so that thing needs to be plugged in. And then I have the USB dongle for the wireless keyboard. And I don't really have more USB ports, so I'm going to have to upgrade my hub just to be able to plug the stream dock in. Anyway, the point is... I don't really want a separate dongle for a mouse and a keyboard if I can help it, generally. So that's what oh, he's just out of my range. Just out of range. I just need to get a little closer. A little closer. Keep edging closer. Come on. So yeah, at this point, honestly, I think I'll stick with the keyboard I have. Or at least I would say that, but I need another mouse. I do have a decent wired mouse. I guess I could pull out of the cupboard and use that for now. Because this Stream Dock thing is definitely an early birthday present for myself. I can't keep going around spending £40 all the time on stuff. So yeah, I think, and I'm kind of thinking it out loud as I go, which is why my thoughts are a bit disjointed here, but I think I need to turn away. This guy's turning away. I think I need to turn away because I'm about to be facing 2 battleships, a cruiser and a destroyer on my own because my colleague is leaving. See, they're back there. I think I will stick with the keyboard and mouse setup I have. Maybe I'll pull one of my old wired office mice out of the drawer and use that. It's my backup mouse. And it's a perfectly functional mouse. It's just I always trip over the I always trip over the wire when I'm getting up from the sofa because the laptop sits on a like a laptop stand in front of my chair, you know, in front of the sofa, and then the actual mouse sits on the arm of the sofa, so it kind of hangs across where you walk, and occasionally I will forget it's there and trip over it. Come on, can I at least hit one dude? Can I fire my gun? There we go. Alright, what are these guys doing? What? Kind of hiding and engaging? Okay, I can hide and engage. You know what? Let's hit this guy. Let's set this guy on fire with his little runways. What was that? I just heard bombs hitting a cruiser, I think. It was turning to the left. This is a really interesting little battle because of just how many islands there are. Good, we set him on fire and someone's torpedoing him. Oh, yeah, okay, you got a couple of hits. I can't even see his ship anymore for all of the water being kicked up to either side of him. That's going to be a hit. There we go. Alright, let's just assume he's still there. Oh, he's turned. Because I slowed down and came to a stop, I might be able to get one more shot off on him. He's really moving now that he's turning. Maybe I'll hit him. See if I can just skim the top of these trees. I might as well get moving, though. The Rodney's going to see me in a minute. Did I hit him? Yes, and I set him on fire. Good. But yeah, might as well get moving again. Our guys from over there are pulling back as well. We're kind of all being squeezed into the middle here. Where's this, you know, the Le Terrible. I don't really want to turn hard and hit the island, but I'd love to shoot this guy. Especially because he's almost dead. Oh, I can't see him anymore. He's going to want to go around that corner, though. Let's see if that shot hits. I got an assist on Captain Kirk. Oh, it was that icy. And I guess I didn't hit the destroyer. Alright. What I would like to do now is turn hard to port and avoid these torpedoes and bombers and things. I don't know that I'm going to avoid them, to be fair. I'm in a pretty bad position here. Yeah, look at that. Where are these torpedoes? Those are going to hit as well. At least only 3 of them hit, though. Alright, might as well do a little repair here. We made it! We swung around. No, Sammy. Literally the guy's username was Captain Kirk. Hang on. See at the bottom right? The IC, Captain Kirk 709. Why else would why would I call the IC Captain Kirk? I'm curious now. Why don't we try and sink the Hampshire? Or, if you're an American, the Hampshire. Why do you call it Captain Kirk? Is it because it is always hitting on alien ladies? Is it because he's always taking its shirt off? Oh, it's because it has a similar name or something, right? It's because it sounds similar, I bet. Yeah, I do that with a friend of mine. I like to... I'm perfectly aware of how you pronounce Arkansas, but I like to say Arkansas just to piss him off. I probably need to turn around at this point. I've got 2 cruisers who are... And also, like, their aircraft carrier's really focusing on me. But these guys are probably going to be able to set me on fire a lot. It depends how well they dodge. The Hampshire's not dodging particularly effectively just yet, so I'm able to set him on fire and do some damage. But I'm getting hammered by their aircraft carrier, and that guy is going to eventually just end me, you know? He's speeding up a little bit, isn't he? Yeah, he's really kicking in the burn. I set him on fire again, and I took out his steering, I think? Oh, he must have repaired it, though. He's trying to dodge. Yep, he dodged alright. Alright, I just have to use all my repairs and all my everything now because at this point I'm dying. Okay, 1 shot off. And he's turning to dodge it. I hit him though. I'm pretty much done for, but I'm just going to tell my team that I'm doing badly at this point. Because there's not much else I can do. You know what? When I've reloaded, I'm going to use the thing that makes my aim a little bit better. Once I've reloaded all my guns, I'll just... this guy's staggering his shots quite a lot. Makes it easier for him to hit. I'm about to die. Yep, there I go. How'd I do? I incapacitated him a bit and set him on fire. That's good. It's a shame I can't see him. I don't think he's going to die. I think he had plenty of health. He'll probably just be able to use a repair or something. I wonder if our team are going to win or lose. We've definitely lost on this side of the map. And we've definitely been pushed back on this side as well. Like, the cargo's way back here. This guy's badly damaged. This cruiser's not doing so hot. I think we're going to lose. Orion is onion. Fair enough, fair enough. I like the Orion. The Orion's a good ship. I do. Alright, I'm not going to stick around on this battle. I had my fun. But it was a fun little battle. All these little islands and stuff kept it really interesting. I like this map. This is an... Imagine what this map would be like with just speedy ships and no like aircraft bombing. If it was just a bunch of regular cruisers and destroyers all trying to just whiz around the islands, use them for cover, get a volley off, get into cover, immediately pop out somewhere else. That'd be cool. You know, it'd be fun if this... it would split like the player base up too much, but it would be fun if you could have different modes like that, where you could have just like an all cruiser and destroyer mode or something. It wouldn't work for everything. You couldn't just say like all aircraft carriers. That would be ridiculous. All right, okay. I don't think we're going to win, and we're probably going to have to come back to our King George, but let's at least pull out the good old kamikaze just as a palate cleanser after all that, you know? I should probably have pulled out the Orion, seeing as you mentioned it. But yes, I'm excited for this stream thing. Oh, hang on. In the YouTube chat, which I never look at, Game Boy said hello 30 minutes ago. Whoops. Sorry I missed that. You know, I need to find a better way of showing the chat stuff on my screen, because OBS takes up my entire screen. Like, okay, so my main screen is the game. Next to that is OBS. And inside OBS, I have everything. I can see all my audio levels. I can see all of my source stuff. I can see my stream health, my viewers, details on the YouTube and Twitch, like up feeds. I can see quick actions for Twitch, like, you know, run an ad break, do this, do that. I can see activity, and of course I can interact with chat. But the one thing I don't have is the ability to see YouTube chat, right? Because all of the Twitch OBS integration stuff is there, but I don't have the YouTube integration. All right, let's get moving here. So I have to have YouTube up in a separate like browser window, and I just put that on my third display, which is physically behind my second display. So it's quite far away. Because my third display is the laptop, and the laptop's on a table behind. I have like a coffee table in front of me with two big monitors, and then the laptop is on a higher table behind the coffee table, which is actually part of my workbench. And that's what I put the YouTube chat on, so I can just barely see it in the distance, and I can, if I do ever look up there, I can tell like, oh yeah, someone said something, but I have to really squint to read what it says. I need to figure it out. And for those who don't know, Twitch has a lot of rules about like multi-streaming to other services. You are allowed to stream your stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and a bunch of other places. But you can't have the quality of the other streams be better than what you serve to Twitch, because otherwise I would actually be quite capable of... I don't think this guy's really going to turn in, but he might. I'd be quite capable of serving a much higher quality stream to YouTube. Okay, we have a destroyer in A. Okay. But yeah, they also have, just to wrap up what I was saying, Twitch also has rules on how you can integrate chat, and the answer is you can't. You cannot in any way, shape or form show the chat from another service on your screen at the same time. So I can show the Twitch chat on my display, but I can't, you know, the thing that you're seeing. But I'm not allowed to show YouTube chat. And I also can't integrate it in any way, shape, or form in one place. So, like, I can't pull the YouTube chat in to the Twitch chat in any way, shape, or forms. So because I'm not allowed to integrate them at all, it makes it difficult for me to pull it all together for myself. Anyway, yes, I have 3 displays. I've got these 2 monitors plugged into the laptop, so that's 3. Very handy. I mean, really, you only need 2, but like these are bigger displays than the laptop display. This destroyer, honestly, I don't really know where he's going to go, if anywhere. I'm just going to wiggle around a bit. Theoretically, he might not know that I exist, which is great. And let me just do a circle here. He probably knows I exist because he probably saw my torpedoes earlier. But theoretically, he might not even know that I am a living, breathing thing here, and I want to keep it that way. Now, we have this battleship here that's either going to pull out this way or go in between the islands. We have a friendly destroyer who is taking the opportunity to go after this guy. So he's going in tight. I'm going to swing around the outside in case this guy changes his mind and comes this way. That way we've got both sides covered. And there's no reason really for me not to drive into A at this point. And it might even help me out a little bit. Because I can see that I'm capturing A now. Uh-oh. Come on. I know the destroyer has appeared in front of me. He's just kind of sat there. I don't want him to see me, so I'm turning hard away. Ah, he has seen me, though. Let's hope he doesn't engage me. Let's let the team know I've been seen. He has engaged me. Great. He missed. Good. And I broke contact. Good, good, good. He can chase me all he likes, but he's going to go up against a bunch of ships. And I hit that Agincourt. Excellent. Excellent. So that went really well. All right. Now this Clemson. Oh, no, no, not key area A. Destroyer, please. Thank you. It's going to be hard to hit this guy. Let's just keep a couple of torpedoes in reserve. He's spinning to the side so he can engage this cruiser with his torpedoes. You better get back. Not ideal. I'm going to swing around again and fire another lot of torpedoes. I'm just trying to screen a little bit and try to keep him busy. Help me out at this point, I'm going to send an SOS just so that the team knows we are getting pushed back here. Alright. Problem is, there's a friendly battleship right behind me, and I really don't want this guy to get a run on him. And so even though I don't want to use my guns here, because my guns are really, really crap, and I'm very bad at aiming at little destroyers and stuff, I'm going to try and stay close enough, although actually he's perfectly close to that other fella. We've got a cruiser firing as well. Let's bring some of my guns in. A 10-second reload on these really shit guns. I need to swing left, but I had to get past the battleship to do it. Come on, Clemson, die. My guys can barely aim. Just assuming he's still roughly there. But clearly not. Alright, we're going to have to get close and dangerous, because what else can we do at this point, really? We have to move in on this guy. I'll keep my guns out, actually, because he's not too far away from death. We have a rough idea of where he is, but not enough. How am I spotted? Okay, now I'm spotted. Alright. Swing it around. That destroyer's swimming with the fish now. This Kirov's going to be hard to hit. He's going behind cover. And I think he's turning away as well. Alright, so we'll capture A, and we will ignore the Kirov and head back towards whatever's... What the hell was that noise? You hear that? The hell was that? It's like a ghost. Was that in real life? Or was that in the game? I don't know. Okay, we can relax now. We can take a moment. Yes, I have 3 displays. And funnily enough, What's the Kirov doing? Oh, he's kind of just... He's stopped because he has to stop because he's basically behind cover.
The enemy's got the lead for now, but not for long.
Alright, he's turning slightly towards me and he's almost spotted me. Let me just... I sent a real wide burst. He can probably avoid them. But, you never know. We might get lucky. I also have to stay in A for now. Yeah, he's going to easily be able to turn and avoid those. But at least it's pissed him off. Oh, I hit him with one of them. Nice. Okay, good-o. I killed DigBic12. A great username. If you are 12. We're losing quite badly. I mean, just look at everything. All right, let me kick in the burn here because this guy's going to see me in a sec. But let's also... I'm getting bombed. Just cast a wide net here on that. I've got the engines on, so even though I'm perpendicular to this guy, he's going to see me. He's going to see me. I really need to swing away here. You know what? All I can do is swing left. There's a big island in front of me, and swinging right, I'd get spotted. I did hit him, though. We could try to continue to engage him. 10 seconds, though. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, he's dead.
Your fire support would do the trick.
Alright. I knew he'd turn towards me, so I fired a couple of torpedoes. He could easily spin away in that time. We do have planes coming in. If I could just tell my guy about their aircraft carrier. Because really the biggest threat to me right now, and my aircraft carrier is already having his own troubles, let's be honest. But the biggest threat to me at this very second is the planes. The Galicia, I'm never going to be able to hit him, let's be honest. Surely he's not going to go behind that island. He's going to whiz back around again. Why would he go back there?
Enemy's winning. Let's turn this around.
This guy is really pushing me, but he is turning away. So if I can just turn north... God, I hit the edge of the map. That's really annoying. I think, first off, our aircraft carrier is dead. Look, he's sat next to a destroyer and a battleship. Oh, he got the kamikaze.
Well,
good job. I actually think the kamikaze probably crashed into him, considering how bloody close they were just at the end there as they died.
5 minutes left. Let's hurry if we want to win. No more boost. Time to shine. No one
Well,
like you.
it's all on me now. But I'm about to get torpedoed. If it weren't for the aircraft carrier, I probably could have done something here, you know? Let's just fire a random volley off, and where's he gone? He's behind me. He overshot me. He'll swing back around. All I can do here is try to line up with the torpedo planes and hope I don't get hit. He's coming in. Let's try and duke him for a second here and just turn to one side. Oh, his planes are gone. Well, there's not a lot I can really do. I mean, obviously... Oh, he decided to go with bomber planes instead. A good move. Good move. That will probably hit me. I can drive towards him, but he's also going to have kicked his engines in by now and is leaving. He's going to swing around behind me. Okay. He's lining up on me. And as he begins his dive, I shall wildly turn. And he missed. And now he's trying... Oh no, those are his torpedo planes returning. So actually, yeah, he's at the back of the map somewhere, pretty far away. I don't see his planes anymore. They are above me, but they're flying away from me. Let's just turn in case he's trying to get some kind of crazy shot off on me. Oh no. Okay. Oh, what? What happened? Did they win on points or something? I never pay attention to that counter. I always get surprised. Oh, they won on points. I always forget that the point counter is there. Well, you know what? We sank 3 ships. We placed at the top. You can't really see it on the screen, but honest, it's not hard in the kamikaze, is it? Can't believe we had another kamikaze on our team, and they had a kamikaze as well. That was the guy that I'm pretty sure he crashed into our aircraft carrier, and it killed the kamikaze, but not the aircraft carrier. Oh, that was fun. Oh, we can take a moment to relax now. You know, just a nice little moment to just get a bit of energy back. We can look out the window. I can see a great tit on the tree. It's raining today. It's looking a bit more miserable than yesterday, but it's nice and warm. So that is nice. Oh. Oh. Yeah, here we go. Have a nice... Really bring the energy level down. I can see that we still need to get a win in our King George. Okay, we'll give it a go. Don't forget to drink your tea. Yes. Ugh. I used to think that birds generally took cover when it rained. Especially the little birds. But they don't. Maybe they do when it's really, really windy or something. But they don't really... They couldn't care less about the rain. I look out at the birds on my bird table all the time when it's wet, and they just could not care less. Could not care less. Do you think ducks ever get wet? Because like they have all those feathers that keep them dry. You think the water ever gets through? These are the questions that I ask myself. Oh, an interesting map. Look at this map. Okay. Looking at what they've got. They've got ships. Great. And the Ryujo, well, I'm not going to be chasing it down, but that would be a hard ship to chase down. Everyone seems to be turning away from me. Well, I don't know. This battleship here might be hanging around. This Tennessee. I think he's turning left. Okay, he and I are going this way. Bad things happen to the people on those islands. Look at that. It's not good, is it? I just see a lot of opportunities for cover back here, especially this giant island over here, if I ever get there. But, come on, York, you know you want to help us out. Problem is, if it ends up just being me and this one battleship over on this side of the map, and if their team decide this is the perfect place to come hang out, well then. I don't want to fire my guns and be the first guy getting shot at by everyone. I'd rather wait for... Okay, my colleague is engaging them now. I hit this... Ah, damn, everyone's going into cover! Let's see if I can slow down for a moment and hit this Dallas when it comes out of cover. She's really bucking it. Let's try that. Yeah, I set her on fire twice. Good. She'll probably put those fires out, though. Let me slow down for a second. See if I can get one more shot off before I get into cover here. She's really moving, though. I don't think I'll hit her. No, I won't hit her. Alright. There's a couple of battleships back here. I don't really want to piss them off. 2 New Mexicos. Ships in the night. See if I can hit them from a bajillion miles away. I want the Tennessee to take most of the fire, obviously, but I don't want her to take too much fire. Oh, good. I set the New Mexico on fire. Okay, we do have a friendly California coming in and a friendly Monaghan. I'm liking my odds a little better here. The aircraft carrier is once again very angry with us, I think. Yep, here come some bombs. But the New Mexico is just facing me, so as long as she doesn't turn too quickly, I might be able to... Oh, she really... dodged that. Oh, there we go. I hit her a bit. Okay. Oh, I'm not too close to the enemy. I thought maybe they were behind this island, but they're not. Still, there isn't a lot of cover beyond this one island here for me, so I'd rather slow down a little bit And just slowly engage the enemy as we pull round. I should be able to see this guy any second now. He should be right over here. You know what? This other battleship's coming up close. Ooh, they got the Queen Elizabeth already. Damn. I'm going to kick the engines in a little bit because we have this fella and he's coming up. He's moving up. Come on, where's the enemy? This cruiser is either ducked behind the island since we last saw her, or she's just very well hidden. Probably ducked behind the island. Are we going to get bombed again? Okay, I know about the York. It's the other guy I'm looking for. There he is. I just don't see him. Our planes can see him, and he is behind the island, or he's right there, right on the corner. Hello, Cornish Chris. How's it going? It's been a while. Not seen you in a while. But then I've also kind of not played the game in a little bit. It's been like 2 weeks since I played the game. I was sick. Ooh, I set him on fire and incapacitated him. He won't like that. Oh yeah, he's pretty screwed. Whoever's firing on him... oh, I got him with the fire. And here's that Dallas I was trying to hit, but he's really trying to get into cover and doing a good job of it too. I don't know if I'll hit him. Plus there is an enemy battleship pulling out, that New Mexico. I really don't think I'm going to be able to hit him. Come on, Dallas. Alright. I am on like high explosive rounds, so they don't pack quite the same punch, but still, we got a bit of damage done there. We took him out. Now, we have quite a few fellas who want me dead, and a battleship that's quite close to me, so I'd like to get behind this island, take a bit of cover, and then dip my head out and maybe engage the New Mexico. How are things going on the other side of the map? Questions. This guy reversing. Looks like there's torpedo planes coming up after me as well. Oh, yep, here they are. Their aircraft carrier might be getting a little bit concerned. I would be too. Depends where he's parked. Maybe he just wants to help his buddies out. I don't think I'm going to make this tight turn. I just want to wiggle left here. Looks like more torpedoes coming in on my left. Realistically, it would be really great if someone could engage their aircraft carrier, because I'm eventually going to get sunk. Just sending out a little SOS so my friends know I'm a little bit screwed here. All I can really do is stop for a moment. You've been busy at the gym. For how long? You've been trapped in a gym for months. Is it like, you ever read those SCP stories? You ever read the one about the IKEA, the like infinite IKEA that people like once they enter the IKEA they can never find the exit? And it's fine, right? Because during the day it's just a normal IKEA, but then when the lights go off at night, all of the staff that work at the IKEA, they don't have faces and they go around and kill everyone. So you have to kind of hide from them at night, and people build little forts out of IKEA furniture. It's a pretty fun little story. Yeah, we are seen. I just don't... Okay, there we go. I can get a repair on. I don't think we're going to win this one. The team might. I don't think the team's going to win either. How's my colleague doing? No, now he's being blasted by torpedoes. I don't see a world in which I win this one somehow. I'm going to go out fighting, though. I'm going to go... I mean, the New Mexico's already firing on us. I'm just going to drive straight towards the New Mexico at this point. See, they're probably firing torpedoes at me because I'm barely moving. Best I can do is try and turn to dodge one of them. And, yeah, I dodged one of them. Great. Just about. Just barely. Oh, there's someone over there firing on me. Wait, who's that? There's a something. There's a something over here. Well, that's going to be the end of me. I'm done for. Look at that. You can see the fire coming at me on the map. Whatever it is, it's firing quickly. It's reloading extremely fast. And that's a good game from me. Oh, it was a Dido. It was a cruiser. I never even saw. I guess that's the cruiser that was over here earlier. Like, it was last spotted at this position. And I guess he must have slightly moved this way and then laid smoke and took me out. There wasn't really much I could do there. I could have stayed in cover, but the aircraft carrier was harassing me in that Tennessee, something awful, and I had very little health, so he was soon to sink me anyway. And the enemy fleet was moving away, so if I sat there, it would just be even longer before I would actually be able to engage anyone again, so I went out shooting, basically. You look at the minimap here, I don't see our team winning. They're too spread out. We've got one Tennessee down here in A, We've got a destroyer up just to the left of B. The aircraft carrier's just down. I mean, he's about to get killed off by that destroyer that's shooting directly for him. You've got a little group of 3 ships in the top right, just north of C, which is all well and good, but it's not good enough. I don't feel it's good enough. They're able to get a lot of fire down on that Tennessee. He's not long for this world. And then they're just going to turn their focus. So even though we're technically even Stevens on number of ships destroyed, I would be surprised, and there goes the Tennessee, as expected. Over there he is, over there, getting sunk. I would be shocked if we won this. Not that I mind. I went to a gym once, Cornish Chris. Yeah. I lived in America for a while, and I had a gym membership there so that I could pop in and use their showers occasionally. That was very convenient. So I would just go in and go straight into the showers. Just use their showers and then leave. I got enough exercise at home. I was basically building a house on my own, which was a lot of fun. Oh yes. So many 3x2s and so much plywood. I'd love to open this commander crate, but there's supposed to be a boat here in this water. Is my commander drowning? Oh no, here we are. Where are we? What dock is this? It looks distinctly American. Oh, who's this guy? Charles Bleary. Sammy, tell me if this guy's any good. Who the fuck is Charles Bleary? Blairy? Blairy? I don't know. Someone chime in. Where is this? Is this like New York or something? Hang on. Let's have a look around. That looks... building kind of looks Empire Statey, right? I don't know. Hang on. Oh, there's that French statue in the distance. Good old Statue de Liberté, or whatever, however you pronounce it. That's definitely New York. What's strange is New York is not the port I had selected. And I know that they changed it over Christmas to that cool Christmassy one, but you would think that they would reset it. Where do I set my port? I bet it's in my settings. You'd think... Wait, what? Log out? Oh, for God's sake. It logged me out. Hang on a minute. Let me fix this bullshit. Oh, it just got me back here? That's what log out means? That's how you get to this screen? But I'm not logged out. Okay, well, at least we know what this button does. Robin costs money. Wait, hang on. What are we talking about? Robin? Oh, sorry. Hang on. Let me read the chat. Okay, so this guy is a new gunboat commander, and apparently the other guy is better. Alright, noted. First things first. Let me get down to my settings without accidentally logging out. Oh god, what now, game? Yes, there's a flamboyant man on my screen. Good for him. Back to what I was doing. Pretty sure my default port was not New York. I think... did I have London? London's a nice one. Rotterdam's not bad. The fjords... Maybe the fjords is what I was using. I like the fjords, you know, the crinkly bits. Yeah, I'm familiar with slarty bar fast work. You know what? New gunboat commander. Let's actually go and have a look at what I've got in terms of... he was French, right? Is he in here? Yeah, there he is. Oh, he's a destroyer commander. Okay, cool. Good for him. Good for him. I quite like the French battleships, which is why I've leveled up Zhao here. And I guess I use their cruisers occasionally as well, maybe? I don't know. God, look at those impressive moustaches and beards on these blokes. Look at these. These are impressive. This one, not so much. Not a fan. Looks a bit weird. But this guy. This guy down here looks like... what's his name? Blackadder. All right, maybe not if you zoom in. Actually, if you zoom in, he looks like that other bloke off the TV. But if you zoomed out, doesn't he look a bit like Blackadder? What's his name? What's Blackadder's name? Oh, what's his name? It begins with a with an R. Rowan Atkinson. Doesn't he kind of look like Rowan Atkinson? In costume. Just me. My mate is a French DD main, and he reckons he's better than Blair. What, you don't see a little bit of Rowan Atkinson? Like if he was older, put on a bit of weight? Anyway. You mean this other guy? This guy loses because I can't pronounce his name. Our boy now. He's our boy now, so he is. He's our lad. I shouldn't be butchering the French language. The monitor that I'm using, as we were talking about monitors earlier, the monitor I'm using to play this game on was gifted to me by a French friend of mine, so I don't think she'd appreciate me butchering her language on her own monitor. Let's pull something else out. Oh, actually, you know what? You were talking about the Orion earlier. That's a 3, isn't it? Yeah. Let's whip out the Onion. I like the Orion. Sure, it's a lower tier battleship, but it's pretty punchy for what it is. I enjoy it. Sorry, my voice is awful today. It's not as smooth as it usually is. You know what? We need more tea. Cornish Chris, there was a guy in here earlier who was really, he was dissing tea. What do you have to say about that? He especially didn't like Earl Grey, which, to be fair, I have to give it to him. I'm not the biggest fan of Earl Grey myself. Like floral teas that taste like flower water, don't usually do it for me. I don't know. I don't know where he's from, actually. I didn't ask. And you know, that's unlike me, because I love knowing where people are from. It's really interesting to meet new people from different countries and learn about their cultures and, like, especially their food and drink. I just want to travel the world and eat everything, you know? My favorite thing to do when I visit a new place is to eat their foods. Oh, I love food. Okay, so I'm in a battleship. So I'm not just going to race towards B. That's kind of the job of these 2 destroyers that are next to me. We're on the correct side of the map. Shame my guns are pointing over there. I'm going to head towards this rock, but not so far that I won't be able to engage these guys. Looks like nobody is headed towards B. Everyone is headed towards A. I'm diagonaling it. I'm going half and half because I want to be able to engage the guys that are over here. What are the rest of my brethren doing? This guy is cutting straight across. What? Okay. We may have a little collision here, but that's okay. These things happen at sea. Honk honk. Thunk. I don't mind. It just slows me down a little bit on my course, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, so we have the Derflinger and the Islaslav? Ooh. This is what I'm concerned about, being spotted before anyone's in range of my guns. What do you think? You think I'll hit them? I like older battleships with all the guns they had. I'm swinging around a little bit to get a bit more on him. Well, that was a bad shot on my part, wasn't it? No, he's wiggling. I'm going to need to wiggle as well. There's too many ships. Oh, okay, I see how it is. As soon as there's any combat, the Derflinger turns around and drives away. And this guy is also pulling away and headed towards the back of the map. Just me then. Just me fighting the enemy. Do I sound annoyed? I'm actually not. I don't care. It's just a video game. But it is funny how sometimes I'm clearly being chosen as the sacrificial lamb here, I think. God, this guy's driving in a straight line and I'm struggling to hit him. I think my gunnery officer has had a bit too much to drink this morning. Oh. I could fire on the battleships, but the cruiser is so close, you'd think I'd be able to hit the broadside of a barn, wouldn't you? You can't beat a brew in the morning. You're not wrong. You know, some days, especially streaming days, I get to the afternoon and realise that I've drank nothing except tea all day. Because I'll have a cup of tea when hey, does the Konigsberg have torpedoes? Because if so, I'm in danger. I'll get up in the morning and I'll have a cup of tea. And then when I come out here to stream, I'll have a big cup of tea. I've lost half my health, it should be noted. I am headed towards cover, but I don't know if I'll get there fast enough because they're all engaging me right now. Let's just send an SOS. Come on, fires your missiles. And I'll get to the afternoon and realise that I'm very much out. I might as well just use a repair. I think I'm done for here. We've got a destroyer just sat there firing on me. Like, literally no one is shooting at this guy. He's just sat there. And I'm done for. He'll start moving the moment he sees fires coming on him, though. Ha! I took out his engines. He'll probably repair that pretty quick, though. Well, good game. Yeah, I was the sacrificial pig in that match, unfortunately. The enemy all just fired on me. And in fact, there's another guy I can't see firing on me. My heal is the only thing keeping me alive right now. Look at my health. Look at my health. And there I go. No. Oh, I'm still alive. I'm literally only alive because of my heal. Or actually, no, it's will to rebuild. It's because I'm so close to this guy and I'm about to move away from him. Uh-oh. No! Reverse! Reverse! If I move away from this guy, I'm dead. Reverse! Look at my health right now. Oh, this guy's leaving. No, if you leave, I'll die. I'm only alive because of will to rebuild. Come back. You're killing me here, dog. I've got 50 health points. Hey, at least I assisted in the capture. This guy just said no. Like, you could literally just hang around for a couple of seconds until I am alive again. Alright. Well, this guy is hanging me out to dry. He has no intention of helping me. Hey, I tell you what, though. I survived that somehow. Do you see how much health I had? So basically, for those who don't know, my commander has this special ability where if I'm extremely close to a friendly, the little will to rebuild icon comes on in the top left there, and it helps me repair really fast. And that was the only thing keeping me alive while I was on fire just now. Which was very funny. And but he was getting a bit too far away from me before the fires went out. I don't know what to do here. What's our colleague up to? The Derflinger over there. I've got 1 minute until I can use another repair, but at that point the Derflinger will be dead. I'm not sure. This guy seems to be trying to turn. You want reconnaissance? What are you talking about? Go. You can see where every single enemy ship on the entire map is, and he's asking for recon. What? Okay, I'm going to ask the chat now. What did he mean? You know when this little destroyer just now said he needed recon? Considering that we already know the position of every single ship. He must have meant something else that I'm not aware of. Because it's hard to communicate things sometimes. Because you have this very limited wheel of things you can say. What did he actually mean by that I just didn't understand? That's my question. I'm going a bit slow here because I want to get a little bit of this extra repair in 7 seconds. And then I will pull out. Although there goes that guy. I'm going to swap to armor piercing, get my repair on. No way in hell I'm going to survive this. But I might as well go down shooting and take a bit of their health off for the New York, right? Might as well. Alright, my repair is as good as it's ever going to get. My guns are going to be reloaded in 10 seconds. That's more than enough time to sail off into the sunset here. Our destroyer friend is attempting to torpedo the New York. Don't know how well he's doing at it, but at least he's trying. Ah, yep, he got a hit. I'm going to say well played on that one. As soon as I get all my guns out of cover. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas. See what I said about the Orion? Pretty good ship. That guy had a reasonable amount of health. One volley from the Orion and he's gone. Now this guy is currently just on the edge of his ability to see me. I don't think he'll be able to see me anymore. But he's still in weapons range. And he's moving pretty slow. He might be coming to a stop, which is a shame because I'm trying to shoot him as if he's moving. At least I tickled his bow. Now he can definitely see me. Alright, we're in a very good position here. I don't think this guy's going to turn his guns on me. And I think he'll be dead pretty soon. In fact, I might just ignore him and go help the Gangut. Another pretty good low-level ship. That's a Russian ship that I quite enjoy. Maybe I'll fire one more volley at the Derflinger, which may have been a bit high. And now we'll turn away. And, I mean, that was a reasonably good shot. There we go, he's dead. Now, I could capture B, but I'll leave that job to the ships. Like, the destroyer is much closer. I want to go and assist the Gangut here. Oh, he's going against another Orion. Frankly, I think... I don't know, the game will probably end before I get there, but at least I'm trying to help. The Orion is reversing towards this guy. And the destroyer is capturing B. That is excellent. You know what? Good game, everyone. I don't sound that excited by what happened earlier, but that was fucking crazy. You saw me constantly get down to like 56 health or whatever it was. That was wild. Come on. Anyway, yeah. Sometimes I enter the afternoon and I'm about to make myself a cup of tea and then I realise tea is all I've drank all day and I need to drink anything else. Oh, the Gangut is really going for it now. I think his guns reload a bit slowly. He certainly turns slowly. He's definitely a very early Russian battleship. But, you know, surprisingly good. I quite enjoyed it. Once I got used to it. The first time I pulled it out, I wasn't ready for how slow it was to get moving and how slow it was to, like, stop and maneuver. You really have to plan a week ahead for any maneuvers you're going to perform in the Gangut. But once you kind of get that into your head... Oh, boy. You think I'm going to reach the Orion before the Gangut gets a... I mean, he's not doing much damage to the Orion. The Orion doesn't seem to be doing much damage to him either. Can't see them yet. Oh, yeah, don't you worry. I'm on the way. The Orion is... No... Oh, he's moving in my direction, actually. He doesn't know I'm here. Let's just swing left to get into range a bit sooner. Oh, it's really raining outside. How's the weather where you guys are? It is warm here today, but wet. Warm and wet. But at least it's warm and bright, you know. That's better than we've had recently. If it's raining shit, you may have a problem. Check outside for a busted sewer line. You may be on that American aircraft carrier right now. Did you read about that? I don't often bring up little news tidbit stories, but seeing as we're talking about both battleships and also feces raining from the sky, whatever one of the aircraft carriers that's being sent down to the Middle East right now, they're having lavatory problems, and the place is getting flooded with what do you call it? Like waste, which is unfortunate. Quite a common problem on naval ships, funnily enough. That kind of thing. But apparently they've had to put into port to get it solved. Well, 3 kills. I mean, I feel like, you know, I got there and just got the last hit on a lot of those guys. But still, the Orion, a fine ship. You know, a fine, fine vessel. The Onion, as some may call it. It has layers, you know. The Gangut, also a pretty fine ship. You know what, actually, a lot of good ships in this list. The Furataka is a good ship. The Mitsuki's a good ship. The New York's pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of the Koenig, but I guess it's an alright ship. The Podolsky kind of sucks. But then, you know, I say that because it's probably like, it's a gunboat, right? And when I unlocked it and started playing with it originally, I treat all destroyers as torpedo submarines. So the Podolsky, you have to get way inside visual range before you can fire your torpedoes. So it's kind of useless as a torpedo boat, which is why I hated it. But maybe I should give it another chance and try and use it as a gunboat, you know? Anyway, was a fun little match. Enjoyed that. Filter. There we go. All right. Shall we try? I know that we're just kind of repeating ourselves, and I don't like to be repetitive with the ships I take out, but I would like to get my dailies. I would like to draw a line under it, get a win in this ship. Oh, the weather. It is it's 16 degrees in the shed right now, and I don't have heating on or anything. I mean, I give off what does a human give off? Something like 300 watts of heat or something. And I guess my Xbox is giving off heat, and my laptop, and the 2 monitors, and I guess the lights. I've got some lighting in here. Hey, I'll tell you a funny story about this lighting. So I got some LED strip lighting years ago to put in here. That when I was still using this shed as just a work shed, just a like a rough work shed, and it replaced. I had a light bulb hanging from the rafters just by the cable, just by the cable, and I just plug it into this. It was very rough, just a bare incandescent light bulb. So I swapped it out for a really nice, well, it wasn't expensive or anything, it was cheap Chinese thing, but a nice LED strip light. But I got it was like a daylight light, because I figured because I'm using it in a workshop, I want good color rendition and stuff, for what I'm working on. So I got a daylight color. But when I started using the shed as a cozy space, that really harsh blue light is awful. But instead of just spending even more money and buying replacement strip lights, what I did is I got some of the brown packaging tape, plastic packaging tape that I have handy, and I just ran that tape along because this thing already was a bit problematic because it didn't have a diffuser on it anyway, so it was quite harsh. So this thing acts both as a diffuser, and it's changed the light to make it kind of a warm. It really, you wouldn't be able to tell that this isn't a standard warm style of bulb, and all it really is a thin layer of brown packaging tape over the plastic covering. Just such a nice fix. I always meant it to be a temporary fix, but it worked so effectively that I just kept it. All right, what the hell are we doing? There are a lot of destroyers out here, which worries me because I can't see any of them. Well, okay, I can see one of them. Yeah, I'm going to be firing on the Colorado here. You think I'm going to hit him? All right, well, here's a destroyer. And here's 2 destroyers, and they're coming. Oh, they're being scared off a little bit. They're being scared off by the mass here. I set the Colorado on fire. Oh, good. They took out one of the destroyers. Good job, team. That's a lot of torpedoes. All right, what do we got here? We have an Omono. That could be a problem, but for the moment, let's focus on the Colorado. Let's help our guys out a little bit down there, because at the bottom of the map, which seems to be where the big battle is going to be taking place, we have 2 battleships of our own, 2 destroyers and a cruiser, against 3 of their battleships, a cruiser and 2 destroyers. I guess it's reasonably even Stevens. Are you firing on me, Omono? Here I was going to leave you alone. He's just going to bump himself into cover now the moment I fire on him. But I've got 1 shell left for the Colorado. I set him on fire. I really assumed he'd go into cover. I don't really want to go up against the Omono. I mean, I know I'm a battleship and he's a cruiser, but he can just set me on fire again and again and again and again. Oh, I set him on fire too. And he could just pick away at my health. And there's enough battleships over here. I don't want to turn around, but at some point these battleships are going to start engaging me, especially this Barbina fella. I might as well try and do a bit of repairing. I'm going to swing around to hit the Omono when he comes out of cover. If he comes out of cover, he is moving. I would love to get all 3 guns on him. He looks like he's turning away. I'm not sure I'll hit him. Oh, right. He was talking about someone else. Never mind. Yeah, it looks like the Omono's turning. He doesn't want to come out of cover. Yeah, he's not going to let me hit him. These guys are going to see me soon. I'm going to try and get right behind this rock to very quickly get into cover so that these battleships can't get too many shots off at me. I think I'll hit that Colorado. He's very close. Like, this is as far as I can fire. That's the edge of my range right there. And I think with that travel time, I can just get one hit on him. There we go. I set him on fire. That'll do. That'll help someone out. It won't help me very much, but it'll help someone. You got this. Oh, that's a really cool looking ship. Look at that thing. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. This freaking Barbina over here, whatever that is. It's got a really interesting looking bow. Look at that thing. Can I set him on fire? No? Okie dokie. He's turning away now anyway. Alright, the Amono's not doing well because all of our lads are peppering him. Good job. Good job. I will have a crack at him myself, though, if I get a chance. He's moving away, that's the thing. Oh, I think he's about to die, to be honest. I think that's it for him. Yeah, I didn't even bother firing. Alright, let's swing around and chase these guys down. There are 2 destroyers that are currently hidden, but I think they're in the bottom of the map, kind of trying to go after our battleships still. I don't think that they've swung all the way up here. I guess I'll use my repair, why not? It's going to take me a minute to get there. Alright. I think I'll hit this guy. Kind of the way he's wiggling around, it's going to be tough. Considering how far away they are, I'm just going to drive straight at them. They've already got, like, guys reasonably close to them to deal with. The Colorado over here is not doing so hot. Benson. Their Colorado's doing a bit better. Or should I say ID 1770271858869. I love those. I think that means that they're playing on a mobile phone, right? Because they don't have a PlayStation or an Xbox account, and so they just get these like ID numbers assigned. I hit him and set him on fire twice. That's got to feel good. It feels good for me because I hate when people do that to me. When someone a million miles away from me sets me on fire over and over again, it's very annoying. So it's nice to be able to get my own back for once. Do you think that'll hit? I always just play things by ear. I always just guess. I never read any of these numbers. 9.7 to 16.15. I never read the numbers. Maybe if I read the numbers, I'd be better at shooting. But I think I'm okay as it is. I reckon I'm okay. Right? I think I'm good. Do you think we're going to win? We've lost 1 guy so far. Maybe I'll hit the top of his tower or something. Let's have a little drink of tea while we wait. It occurs to me, especially at these extreme ranges, I could be using my little spotter planes to get better aim, but if I do use those, I'll wait until I get, well, you know, well, we do have this guy. I use my spotter plane to tighten it up a bit to maybe hit this skein, because he's so tiny. Oh, we hit him! Beautiful. Beautiful. That was the correct time to use the spotter, I guess. Oh, someone even said well done. Someone's proud of me on the internet. Who is he? What's his username? Wait, hang on. It's where's he gone? He's the Benson guy. Colorado on Colorado violence here. And that's a bad shot. That's a little light. Let's fire further across. Yeah, see that fired behind him. This shot might hit, though. No. No, he's still going a bit faster than expected. Still, look at our entire team chasing him down. You know, I'm not going to fire on him again. I feel bad. He's going to die anyway. Let's give him a chance to kill our fella here. That'll make him feel good about himself. He might have a shot if he's fired some torpedoes off. And he has. You never know. Oh, that's got to feel pretty good, right? Yeah, look at how much fire this guy's taking. Sometimes in games like this where you know that this guy is completely screwed, I feel bad piling on him, you know? So I'll just let the game kind of progress. And sometimes, especially in games like Halo, where dying doesn't really matter as much because you respawn, I'll sometimes let the enemy team get a couple of kills. If they're doing really, really badly and you can tell that there's a big skill gap there, sometimes I'll let them get a couple of kills just so they feel a bit better, you know, because I feel bad. Because the game should be better, like the devs, the game should be better at placing people of relatively even skill together. So when it kind of fails and puts people who are way better than other people against each other, I feel bad for them. And when it's me going up against people who are much better than me, I feel bad for me. It always sucks. Especially in games like Halo, when you just get your ass handed to you so hard. Well, there you go. We've done our dailies, and it only took us 1 hour and 50 minutes, didn't it, to finally get that done. What should I pull out? Maybe, you know what? We've had so many battleships today. Oh, shall I whip out the... It's the Farragut that Sammy wants me to play, isn't it? Oh, let's have a look. I assume that my... hang on. I assume that my setup here is appropriate for a gunboat. Let's see. Less detectable. Reload time. That sounds good. Less detectable. Reload time. Smoke. That's good. I like smoke. Let's see. When do I unlock the next thing? 160. Well, that's not so bad. That's a lot of promotion orders, though. 63 just to unlock that thing. I don't really care that much. You know what I could do? I could put a booster on. Because I have 500 of these common boosters. Just makes me a bit quicker. Camouflage doesn't seem like it really matters very much. If I'm going to be going out there and shooting the enemy anyway, they're going to be able to see me. But maybe I should put some on. I don't know. What? Let's have a look at these. I always enjoy... Oh, that's not quite as good. I like the stripy one. That's pretty cool, though. What else we got? Oh, yeah, that's where it's at. That is gaudy. You get pulled over for driving a ship that looks like that, man. I don't want to waste any really good camos. This one's pretty nice, though. That looks really nice on that ship. I have that on one of my battleships, and it looks terrible, but it looks pretty nice on this ship. I like it. Some of these are pretty gaudy. Oh, that's just black. It just looks dirty. Ooh, that's the Minecraft skin, I guess. I should put that on a ship. I actually have a silly video gamey skin in here somewhere. This one, but I don't have enough of them to make it permanent. I'd love to put this on some top tier ship just for the lols, as the youth would say. See, I'm down with the kids. I'm hip and with it. What about this terrible camo? At least I have a decent amount of this camo. Maybe I'll put this camo on. Is it on now? Oh no, did I put it... Oh, that's like the temporary use. No, I want to do like permanent. Alright, there we go. Permanent. Huzzah. Now this ship will always look terrible. Yeah, I can melt some stuff. Okay, let's just melt a little bit. I don't want to waste too much of your time here watching me melting paint. Let's just melt some paint here. You know, some of the stuff that you get all the time. Let's just melt a bunch of it. I like to melt more or less enough so that I can apply it if I want to, you know. Oops, whoopsie. I pressed the button again. Alright, hang on. Press this button, go down, press this button, press X. There we go. I'm waking up now. Alright, so that'll get me some paint. Yep, paint. So I can upgrade this one. How much can I upgrade it? That's a lot of paint. I don't think I really care enough to upgrade it all the way. I mean, how far... I mean, I'm not that far away from getting the Mahan. I could even unlock it right now if I wanted to. But seeing as I've just applied a sick camo to this ship, I actually kind of like it. It's a bit weird. I like it. We'll at least take it out, you know? Level it up the proper way. Where would we be without tea? I hope you're all doing well this afternoon, or it could be the morning or indeed the evening for you. Wherever you are, I hope you're well. I'm just disassociating at this point, looking out of the window at the trees getting blown around. It really is quite breezy today, isn't it? I'm going to attempt to shoot at people with this destroyer, which is something Sammy is always telling me I should get better at. And I'm not very good at it. Because usually, for me with a destroyer, I'm all about stealth and torpedoing. I treat it as if it's a submarine, basically. But there is definitely benefit to shooting at people, because I very often will be sat in a battleship or a cruiser and I'll get obliterated by some destroyer who is just peppering me with shots and I can't hit him, you know? But when I'm in a destroyer and I try to do the same thing, I'm insta-sunk because, like, I just get immediately obliterated by fire. So I'm probably not dodging as well as I should be or whatever. Okay, what have we got here? They've got some good ships. So do we, actually. So do we. Right. It's just me and this cruiser over here. Let me see if I can capture A. I can kind of hide on this little corner here and maybe not be seen. Maybe. Maybe not be seen. We'll hang out on the deck. Look at this camouflage, man. Wow, this cruiser does not want anything to do with me. He's just leaving. The Svetlana, he's just out. What's everyone going to get up to this afternoon? I've got some work to get done. And then I'm going to... well, you know, right after this, I'm going to have a nice, relaxing shower. Then I'm going to make some lunch, get some work done. Then I'm going to play some video games, probably. I've been playing a lot of Terra Invicta recently. Which is a game I'm not going to recommend. Oh, god damn it.
We've been spotted.
Alright, no, target this guy. No, this guy. Alright, this isn't going to go well for me. Of all the ships to try to fight... I have to spin away because I have to assume he's fired torpedoes at me. Alright, but it seems like he only fired one spread. Ooh, he's dodging mine. Look at that. Ooh, one of them hit him. Alright. It's like I always said. I'm amazing in this ship. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. Just don't quiz me on that. Alright, well that was a very lucky start, I would say. Although, okay, yeah, these airplanes... Am I firing? Is my... Oh, my anti-aircraft is turned on. I always turn that off. Well, seeing as this guy lays some smoke, why don't we make use of it?
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I don't really know how to engage this guy, but I do have some colleagues moving in behind me. Oh, it's going to be ages until I have torpedoes, though. Thankfully, the other cruiser over there isn't engaging me, but I just don't feel like I'm doing the damage necessary to take this guy out. He isn't doing a lot to me either, but, you know, that's only temporary. I'm sure he'll get a few good hits in on me. He's trying to ram me, I think? I'm not entirely certain what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to ram me. You know what? I don't even need to zoom in, really. I think he's trying to ram me. He will not catch up with me, mind you. Should I just swap to armor piercing? I don't feel like these high explosives doing much of anything. I'm lucky because he's not really engaging me. Let's try armor piercing and see how much better it is here. Because that just wasn't doing a lot. And I feel like armor piercing isn't doing much either. Okay, now I have to start zooming because he's pulling away. Alright, I have to be concerned about torpedoes at this point. I don't think they're being aimed at me, but they are all over the place. This is going well simply because the enemy aren't shooting at me. Like that's why that went well. We're still trying to capture A. You know what? I have to thank some of these guys. I have to thank maybe the Iziuchi. Where's the thank you?
Much obliged.
Yeah, there we go. We're still trying to capture this area. I wish my guns could turn quickly. It's refreshing to have... am I being torpedoed? No, it's the Iziuchi. It's refreshing to have a destroyer whose guns don't take like 12 seconds to reload like my kamikaze does. I know that I have it rigged that way intentionally. Alright, now we have cruisers that are so far away I kind of want to stop firing for a little while. So that they can't see me anymore. I could always attempt to make a run on their aircraft carrier. I know I'm supposed to be a gunboat kind of thing, but... we could always head over to B.
We've been spotted.
No, not we've been spotted. Key area B. Because we've captured A now, and the cruiser that we have in B is not long for this world on his own. I think he's... oh, he's not reversing, but he's got a lot of fellas on the way over. Alright, turn the guns to the port side, if you please. We're going to go after the Emil Burton here. We're going to swing... and we're gonna go with this destroyer, seeing as we're both here, strength in numbers. Unless this guy suddenly turns to the right, we're both gonna whiz in this way. I could always set a volley of torpedoes off and hope they hit. Who is this guy? He's a turbine. All right, don't cut in front of me. What are you doing? Where are you going, dude? Thanks. Great. You did that to yourself. I was on a straight and steady course. Alright, there goes that cruiser that we were going to try and help. But I figured that might happen. Yeah, we probably need to cut around a little bit. Is the Langley moving? God, what is the range of my torpedoes? Terrible. 5.5. No wonder I can't hit her from here.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
Alright, I don't think I'll hit her, frankly. I think she'll slow down and move the other way, but that'll at least piss her off a little bit. We've got a lot of stuff to deal with here. We have battleships to our south, cruisers to our north. Yep, that forced her in this direction. Okay. The Emil Burton is a really good ship. I like her. She's a good rapid reload cruiser. She's very nimble as well. Look at how fast she's moving right now. Might want to lay smoke here, maybe? I don't know.
Problem solved, sir.
Alright, who's firing on me? You know what? That's too many ships firing on me. I'm going to lay smoke. My buddy isn't doing so hot either. Alright, we are now breaking a little bit of contact here. You see, basically it's me and this destroyer now against everyone because our other cruiser buddy is the only guy left in the game. So we're done for, basically. We've lost this match. Just look at the players at the top and the middle of the screen. But at least we can have some fun. I had a good time. I did some damage. Me and this turbine have no health. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Drive straight towards the enemy? Maybe? I mean, surely they can't just be coming straight towards us. Well, this Kuma is tightening her course up quite a bit. I'm surprised they've not fired torpedoes at us, but I guess they're all in cruisers reasonably far away. If I were them, that's what I'd do. Battleship back there. Okay. They're coming for us from down there. I don't think those torpedoes are going to do anything, but fire them anyway. I might make a break for it north. I don't think it's going to work, but I might try.
Good luck, everyone. Torpedoes to start.
You don't say. Let's hope these hit.
The ship is on fire.
One of them did. Alright. You know what? I'm just going to stay here and assist my buddy. I'm going to die. Oh, he died as well. Oh, well. I tried to stick around to help my friend out. Alas. Alas. Alright. Well, let's go have a look at the last survivor. He's surviving by rubbing the edge of the map. But he's just going to get torpedoed anyway. Oh well. This gives us an opportunity to have a nice drink of some tea. It's been a long road getting from there to here. Oh, have a nice stretch. I still see the tits in the tree. There's a great tit up there at the moment. We do get blue tits as well. I wonder if the birds are going to use my bird box this year. I put a bird box up. It was the year before last, but it was too late in the season for them to use it, and then they didn't use it last year. And now I'm wondering if they'll use it this year. I put a little... We might kill the Langley here. Look at this. The Langley's just ailing. Ooh, good job. You got him. Thank you. GG indeed. It was a pretty good game, wasn't it? I had a bit of fun in that one. Yeah, I built this nice little bird box and I put a webcam in it. And then no birds showed up. So I turned the webcam off for the past year. But spring's coming. Maybe they'll move in. I mean, since then I've put in a bird table, and we get robins, and we get great tits and blue tits. Wagtail's been coming in recently as well, and we get blackbirds, the occasional pigeon, squirrel. Obviously, we get foxes. Hey, you know the fox that we get every night? He's changed his tactic now because I put a cover over the food to stop rodents from getting at the food at night. Because the fox is intelligent enough to move the piece of wood out of the way and get the food. But he stopped doing it with his teeth. He used to just kind of pick up the block of wood with his mouth. Oh, look at that. I was the top player. That's cool. But the past couple of nights, he has graduated to using his paw to just shove the wood out of the way now. So he doesn't even need to use his mouth anymore. He gets a nice little meal. What else do we get? We get something. And we get the occasional mouse as well. That little fox enclosure that I built where they can eat the food, it's got a roof on it so they can stay dry and stuff. And it's got some, some wooden feet on it to raise it off the ground. And the wooden feet are only, what, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch thick? But mice... a teeny tiny, like they can squish their bodies right down, and so I think there's a mouse that lives underneath there in that tiny little gap. God, look at this ship. I'm glad I put that camo on. It looks great. What did we say the next one was? The Mahan or something? Yeah, the Mahan. I've seen people use the Mahan a lot. It seems like a pretty good ship. I'm looking forward to unlocking it. I'm not going to spend all of my XP doing that right now, but I'm looking forward to it. That was certainly a more exciting match, wasn't it? Should we give the Fiji a go? We can be exciting with the Fiji sometimes. The AI like object detection thing that I use on my webcam to trigger recordings and things is not very intelligent because it's not running on a GPU. It's running on a little mini PC that doesn't have a GPU, so it's just like a basic CPU. It's like a .NET thing, and so it's quite good at spotting animals, but it's not great at identifying what they are. So I don't really mind as long as it triggers for the recording, but it is funny sometimes seeing the notifications and it being like, I've just spotted a bear. And it's usually the fox or a cat. Or like this morning it said it spotted a rabbit, which is impossible. We don't get rabbits here, but like it was a blackbird. And it's funny, it always says that the robin is a bird and a cat. Whenever the robin shows up, it's like, damn, there's a catbird here. Okay, that'll be the robin then. Yeah. 20,000 games. I wonder what I'm up to. I know I'm up to something like 33 days worth of like gameplay. You know, so 33 times 24. Because it shows you that every time you boot your system up. Alright. You know, I'm going to swing right. Because our fellas up here, there's only 2 guys up there on their own. We have a lot of guys down here. So I am going to head up that way and help them out. But yeah, I have heard good things about the Mahan. Well done on your Kraken. I know what that means now. Oh, what's the name of that nice bloke that also streams this game who sometimes comes in to say hello? Last Stand Gamer, is that his name? Or did I read that somewhere? Is that what his username is? Maybe that's someone else. I don't remember. Fall Guy. Who the fuck is Last Stand Gamer then? Maybe that's another streamer. Maybe that's someone on YouTube or something. Yeah, we got bomber planes coming in, which is why I'm dodging like a crazy person here. Ah, they hit me square on the funnel anyway. Yeah, Fall Guy. I wonder what he's up to. I've not been watching streams lately. Not since I was sick a few weeks ago and I kind of just turned Twitch off for a few weeks. I wonder how he's doing. He was here when I got a Kraken a few weeks ago and was able to inform me of what the hell that was. Because he was like, oh, you're about to get a Kraken. And I was like, yep, what? I don't care. I tell you what, though, a Kraken in the Sea of Thieves, you know what that is. Oh, yeah, if you get Kraken in the Sea of Thieves, you know about it. So I'm being targeted by 3 ships right now. Hopefully it's mostly ships that can't hit me. The Riga can. I can't even see her. But this is why I'm coming up here, to try and help my colleagues. It's just the direction I've gone in. I can't hit a bloody thing. Everyone's behind. Everyone's behind cover. And we've got torpedo planes coming for me, I think? Yeah, it looks like they're coming after me. Why not? That's why I'm spinning hard to port, by the way. I'll hit one of these torpedoes, but at least I skip the others. Why are you all focused on me? There's a battleship behind me and a cruiser in front of me. What's so special about me? Is that a Polish ship? Alright. I started shooting at long last. Why do I hear more torpedoes? God damn it. See, this is the funny thing about torpedoes. You don't have to hit the enemy, but just by firing torpedoes, you are keeping the enemy very busy, right? So they are making me maneuver all over the place right now to avoid torpedoes and stuff when I should be doing something else, you know? I wonder what the range is. You know, I'm going to have to turn away because now we have the Massachusetts firing on me, and that's just not very... That's just not cricket. Come on, gunfire. I'm pulling the trigger. Why is nothing happening? Oh, there we go. Jeez, that took a while. Unfortunately, he's not slowing down. I'm just going to have to lay smoke and pray at this point. And retreat. Oh, yeah, well done. Good job. Get back, indeed. Oh, they took out my steering. That's a crash.
Smoke screen set.
Nothing I can do except for run away, sadly. Wait, did this guy turn around? Is he coming this way? No, he's turning away. We have more torpedoes on us. God, their team really wants to kill me, don't they? The torpedo planes are just wildly coming after me. Everything wants me dead. It's a shame, really, because the Fiji's quite a cool cruiser. When you're not being dogpiled by so many guys, you can chase guys down. Do I play Sea of Thieves? Yes, I do indeed play Sea of Thieves. Fall Guy does 8 to 10 hour streams. That's crazy. No, props to him, but like, That's wild, man. Like, the longest stream I ever did was about 6 hours, and I ended up immediately coming down with COVID after that stream and not streaming for 2 weeks. You know what? There is a destroyer down here. Maybe I'll go after him. I can't see him, but he is down here. He can certainly see me, which means his colleagues can see me as well. I'm just coming down here to try and take the pressure off our aircraft carrier, who is over here running away from the destroyer, who is over here. At least I can see the destroyer's location because of our bomber planes, or at least I could until just now. So I can drive straight at him. Yeah, I like Sea of Thieves. I enjoy it quite a bit. I may eventually play it on here because there's 1 or 2 people who... ooh, that bomb just hit. I got a quick reload. I might as well just randomly fire and see if I hit anything. Nope. He's laying smoke. He knows I'm here. Oh. You're hitting him there now. I reckon I might be able to use the sonar at this point. No, still not close enough. He is here. We can see exactly where he is on the minimap because of the planes. There are 3 ships targeting me, so it'll be that battleship and cruiser behind me. I might not be able to get in here before I'm dead. And I just don't care enough to really care. I turn my guns a little bit. I figured that guy would fire a bunch of torpedoes my way. Let me just angle to get away from some of them. Alright, where is this particular guy? Because you know who else can fire torpedoes? Me.
I need help.
There's no point firing torpedoes, though, if I can't see the guy. Wait, is this him? Oh, that is him. I'm not expecting to hit him with these torpedoes. I'm just expecting him to have to deal with the fact that there are now torpedoes in the water. He might torpedo me here, but that's okay, because he's dead. Alright, now I didn't have a plan for the bajillion guys bearing down on me at this point. I just wanted to kill this one guy, because, like, look at how many of our team are left. We're not winning this one. I'm just going to say good game and just drive straight towards the enemy with 1,000 health points. There's no way I'm going to be able to accomplish anything. But that's life, eh? Oh, let's wish my team good luck, because they're going to need it. Am I even going to see this guy? No, I'm never going to see him again. I have 4 ships targeting me right now. Hey, I could maybe start laying smoke for my buddy. Oh, I have 6 ships targeting me. Here you go, buddy. I'm about to die, but have a little bit of smoke in the meantime. Just a tiny bit of smoke. There you go. That was the least I could do, was lay a bit of smoke for this cruiser while I was killed by a 12-year-old child with a minigun. Good job. He took out the Bismarck. Good on him. Oh, good luck to you, Amalfi. Good luck to you. I like the Fiji. You have a Sea of Thieves controller. Just like a themed controller. That's pretty good, because modern controllers are so expensive. Do you remember the good old days? The good old days when you'd go down to your local gaming shop, maybe have a little browse through the second-hand PC games section, and then you'd buy a brand new Xbox 360 controller for £30. And it would work for years with no issues whatsoever. Whereas now you go to your local game shop, maybe, possibly. There are no PC games. There's really no reason to go to those shops anymore. But they have a bunch of controllers and hardware, but it's like, I don't know, how much is a controller now? Like £60 or something? It was 50 last time I checked, but it's probably gone up. You know what, let's have a look. Let's go on the old interwebs here for a moment. Xbox. Well, you know, I was thinking Xbox One. What's the new Is the new Xbox called the Xbox Series? So if I search for... I don't actually know what the difference is between the Xbox One controller and the Xbox Series controller, but there must be a problem. There must be a difference. So let's say the Xbox Series controller. Oh, that's not bad. 50 quid. I mean, it's, you know, it's not 30, but that's not bad. That's the same price as it was years ago, so that's all right. A share button. Why would I want a share button on my controller? Silly video game designers. USB-C is cool, I guess. What does this one have? This one has, you know, micro USB. Fair enough. USB-C would be a nice addition. I agree. How much do the Xbox One controllers, though? They are 30 quid. Oh, no, wait. That's not an official controller. Hang on. How much are actual Xbox controllers new? How much are they now? Oh, yeah, 20 quid. You know what? That's all right. I guess because it's the old console now. I could get a Turtle Beach. I mean, it looks very silly. Is that an official controller, or is that just one that they've made? If I were buying an actual Microsoft controller for the Xbox One, not the Xbox Series, just the Xbox One. Yeah, like 20 quid. Oh, but these are all off-brand controllers. Now, where's the official Microsoft controller? Come on. Bloody Amazon showing me a bajillion sponsored results for non-official controllers. Yeah. I don't actually need one. I'm just curious, because I only have one functioning controller these days, and that's my problem. Because on the Xbox 360, controllers tended to last forever, and they were very sturdy. Whereas every controller but one that I've got for the Xbox One has had a fault, some sooner than later. Even this one has some pretty annoying, like, what do you call it, stick drift. And honestly, the rubbery stuff on this controller, and now that I look on it, on the analog sticks, is coming away, and that was never a problem on the Xbox 360 controllers, but it's a problem on this one. So I don't know. They've improved in some ways because they have Bluetooth built in now, which is really great. I think the batteries last a bit longer too. They're very well weighted, and they sit nicely in the hand. I like the design, but it seems that they've cut a few too many corners when it comes to quality control because of how much they fail. And considering they're so much more expensive than they used to be. Oh, here we go. No, that's the Series controller. Okay, here we go. No, that's renewed. Maybe they don't make them anymore. Maybe they just don't make Xbox One controllers now, which is why I can't find them. Huh. I guess that makes sense. Why would they keep making them? Because all the ones I'm looking at are all like renewed or out of stock. So maybe they just don't make them anymore. But they're perfectly good controllers. I'm not convinced about the D-pad on this new one. It looks a bit weird. Like, instead of being like a, you know, a sideways triangle, it looks like a full circle where they've filled in the gaps around the edges. That's a bit strange. I mean, I'm sure it works okay. And yeah, it does have a third button, doesn't it? You know what? That third button, the sharing button, is probably useful on PC because you could assign it to something else with XPad or whatever. So that's that would be handy. Having an extra button or two on a controller is always useful, right? For something. And you know, £50 is definitely not £30. But I guess if you're only going to buy one, it's not the end of the world. But that's a lot of money, though. That's 2 weeks worth of electricity for the house. I always think about what things cost in terms of like my bills. When I'm going to buy something, I usually think about it in my head like, how many weeks of electricity for my entire household would this be? You know? And so like a new Xbox One Series controller would be about 2 weeks worth of electricity for the house. It kind of puts it into perspective a little bit there. And they don't work wirelessly. Yeah, fair enough. They probably don't have the license to do so or something. What should I whip out here? You got any requests? We're coming towards the end of the stream where for the last half an hour, where I'm a little frazzled, which is why I was saying earlier about Fall Guy doing like 8-hour streams, because how does he manage to keep his brain functioning for that long without just getting frazzled, you know? Because talking constantly for 8 hours would be insane. You've got to have some energy. I can't take out the alcohol. God, no, but yeah, no, if I were drunk doing this, it would be even worse, I feel. Because alcohol is a depressant. It doesn't make you more energetic. It makes you kind of sleepy, right? Oh, I'm sleepy. At least I have my tea. Let's drink some tea here. What the hell is the wakatake? It's good tea, though. The tea is keeping me going. Oh, look at the Minakaze. Did I never take it out? I've never used the Minakaze. It's a good ship. I think I just skipped it. I think I just got to whatever the next one was and never took it out. Should we give, seeing as there's no requests, should we just take an aircraft carrier out? I like my host show, but I guess I'm leveling this thing up. How much XP do I need? Probably something crazy. Yeah, that's a lot. 124,000. That'll take me a long time. Considering I never take these aircraft carriers out, really, it's going to be years until I get past the Ryujo. Like, literally years. It's going to, maybe in 5 years I'll get to the next ship. Seeing as how often I bring this thing out, maybe once a month for one match. It's been a long road, getting from there to here. It's been a long time. My time is finally here. You know what I need to get? I need to set up a microphone compressor plugin in OBS to tighten my audio up a bit, to, you know, bring the quiet levels up and the loud levels down. Because I often hit the I often clip the mic when I'm excited. Mike, you want to hit, this is about the level of volume you want to hit, really. I'm looking at my little output. This is what you want to hit. You don't want to go any louder than this. But sometimes I get excited. I get excited when I play Helldivers and I shout, and that's not good. I want to give you a good audio experience, you know. All right, I have to remember, here we are in our British aircraft carrier. Clearly, you can see from the flag. All right, what are we going up against? They have a Vesa, they have a Fuso, Mahan, blah, 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 blah. All right, we're just gonna hit reverse, but we're gonna launch torpedo planes and do the thing I enjoy doing. Oh, look at the engine on this thing. Is just flying directly towards the enemy, hoping that my planes aren't shot down too much by their battleships. And I'm gonna try and just anger their aircraft carrier early before he has a chance to move, because he should be more or less ahead of me, right? Kind of where I am, but on their side of the map. I mean, we can actually see where their planes are coming from already. Somewhere over here. These battleships and everything else are going to really be trying to shoot us down, though. Oh, see, he's in quite a speedy ship. Let's see if I can get a lay on him. He is perfectly aligned to get shot, though. He is really moving fast. He is booking it. See, these guys are always really speedy. I don't know if I'm going to hit him, to be honest. Am I going to hit him? God, he is fast. I should have sent my torpedoes out further. I did hit him in the ass. I think I may have taken out his engines. But that guy is moving. Alright, I'm going to just start fighting. Should I go after their aircraft carrier again? We kind of know where he is. At least we know he's driving sideways, which is perfect for bombing him, but I'm going to use up all my torpedo planes just trying to bomb their aircraft carrier, which maybe is not the best move. No, come on, planes. Keep going. Same direction. Go, go, go. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I'll give it a go. God, what ship is it down there that's just absolutely hammering the anti-aircraft? I kind of figured he'd be over here by now, but maybe he parked behind this island. No, I see. I see what he's done. You think he's steering? Yeah, he's maneuvering. Look at that. Well, let's see if that hits. Maybe one of those will hit. Alright, no more faffing around. We're going to just send bombers out. Did I not hit with either of those? Oh, I missed. Oh no, I hit. There we go, one of them hit. Alright, but we need to be concerned. I'm very bad at hitting destroyers with bombs. It's hard enough hitting destroyers with regular guns, never mind anything else. There are a lot of battleships headed towards those guys. See, on my right-hand side, there are 2 destroyers that might come after me, but on my left-hand side, there are 3 battleships going against my fellas down here, and I want to help them out. I'm not really in a good position to do a run all the way down the nose of this guy, but we'll try. Wow. I mean, we bracketed him, sure, but wow. Alright, can we swing around and take another run maybe at this guy? Come on, swing it around, take him in before all of our planes get completely obliterated here. Oh, it's a Fuso as well. Come on, that's got to be a good shot. Oh, I hit him. Alright, I don't think I'm doing much else with these guys. How about some torpedo planes? I don't really play aircraft carriers enough to get a good feel for what I should be doing at any given moment, so I just go with what I feel like. Those cruisers are dealing with those destroyers to my right. I think my best bet is to continue trying to help our guys out against these battleships. Especially this Nevada. He seems in a really good position to get hit here. He's coming to a stop, and I've got him broadside on, so that should be a relatively easy thing to hit. I mean, if I miss this, what am I even doing, you know? But will I be able to swing around with only essentially 2 planes left? Probably not. You think I'll be able to hit him? I doubt it. At this range, like this? No, that's going to hit land, isn't it? Ah, it hit land. I was really hoping I could get it into the water. Alright, we have problems. We have problems. The enemy haven't spotted us yet, but there's only one... Oh, no, we do still have 2 cruisers over here, but they are struggling to hold the line. I mean, we're losing, basically. But once these destroyers get past these 2 cruisers, I'm going to have to turn and run. But what am I going to do? What am I going to do and where am I going to go? Think I'll be able to hit this guy? Probably not. He is firing on me, which makes it a little easier to see where he is. Alright, there he is. Alright, he's dodging, and seeing as he's moving reasonably fast, let's try and hit him with that. Oh, I hit him in the arse. I actually did some damage there. Okay. Okay. Lucky first shot. And he's dead. Good. Okay, let's go after his colleague. I assume he's in the smoke. He's there on the left, isn't he? I can't quite see him, though. I can't see him. I should be able to see him by now if I'm in a plane. Oh, there he is. Well, it's a bit late now. Yeah, my planes are getting torn up. That's no good. Torpedo planes it is. I'm going to go after the Fuso. Because if I can help our guys on the left, that will be a big help. And he is getting kind of torn up over here. And he's taking cover behind this rock, which makes it a little easier to hit him. Oh no, he's pulled out into the open a bit. On the minimap, it looks like he's a lot closer to the rock than he actually is. Alright. We're going to swing around the side and come in from his broadside here a little bit. Alright. I don't know if I've swung enough. No, he's turning towards me anyway, so it doesn't really help very much. Alright, we'll try that. That might hit, or it might not. Okay, we did hit him. Caused some flooding. I don't think we're going to be able to come around for another pass, so we'll just bring those planes back. We don't have enough. We don't have enough of those. Should we go and try and help? Instead of hitting the Fuso, there are still 2 ships down there. These two cruisers, how bashed up are they? They're not doing great. I'll go help them. It's difficult to decide who to help out. The Fuso has turned away from me, but I'm concerned that he's going to hammer down on those guys back there. We're not going to beat a Queen Elizabeth with what we've got. Sorry, sneezed. We're not going to beat the Lizzie. Oh, look at that. God damn it. If I could swing around and hit this destroyer, but you don't spot them until you've already flown past them, it's really difficult to do anything about it. And you kind of have to start your dive before you even have a clue where they really are. Alright, there he is. He's not moving very fast. Let's try that. No, didn't hit him. Alright. Now I have to worry about fuel. I'm running out of fuel. Will I have enough fuel to catch up with him? Just barely. Will I hit him though? No, that's a bad shot. I think that went too far behind him. Yeah, it did. Alright, so that's no good. This cruiser's just running away at this point. I'm going to have to run. Yeah, we're done for. It's a good game. There was a slight possibility that we could have accomplished something, but now that our guys on both sides have been torn apart, there's nothing left to do except turn and run. I will engage the Fuso here. He is turning towards me, and he's definitely going to kill me pretty fast, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get all that much done. I don't even have that many torpedo planes at this point. I know I'm not going to get any support, but I just thought I'd tell the guy I'm fucked. In fact, he's probably kamikazing himself into that battleship up there. Yep. Good luck, everyone. Alright, how quickly can the Fuso turn towards me? I have him in a pretty good position here. He is turning appropriately to avoid me. One of those torpedoes is definitely going to miss, but one of them I think will hit. Okay, I hit him with one torpedo. I have enough planes to do one more run, considering the massive amount of everything. He's going to turn away from me again if he's smart, which naturally he is. Alright, let's try that. Maybe one of them will hit. The one on his arse, I think. Yep, there goes the Fuso.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
That's worth a horn, right? They are sending torpedo planes towards me, and there's not really anything I can do about that. So let's just keep bombing while we have a chance to maybe do some bombing. And these torpedo planes are going to end me pretty quickly. There's a battleship back here that's just kind of been hanging out. I mean, he was engaging our team this whole time, but I didn't really. I've not gone back here to say hello to him yet. Here come those torpedoes, by the way. Oh, it's a Congo. Yep, those torpedoes hit all right. All right, well, we got a good number of bomber planes here. I can at least try to get a run on this guy. Alright. I hit him. It's not like I did a lot of damage, but at least I hit him. It's been a long road. Getting from there to here. It's a pretty good drop. Yeah, you know, I'm doing damage. If our team had held out for longer, you know. Alright, you know what? Torpedo plane time. There we go. Here come more torpedoes against me, and I have been destroyed. And it's a shame, really, because, yeah, I had no hope of winning, but I still had planes in the air. I wish the game would let me finish my run with my planes, because sometimes you might get another kill or more points or whatever, but it just says, like, nope, all the ships are gone, game over. Anyway, I came third there in an aircraft carrier. It's quite It's quite unusual to see an aircraft carrier come near the top in a match. I think I did alright, considering I never really take aircraft carriers out. The Ryujo's not a bad ship. Not a bad ship at all. As we approach the 2-hour 40-minute mark, I continue to wonder how anyone manages to do 8-hour streams. Oh wow, what bird was that? Something just practically hit my window. I wonder what that was. There's a bit of excitement outside now. Yeah, so in a few weeks' time, I'll have that stream dock thing, and we'll see if it's any good. Let me see. What? That's a... Okay. That didn't work. Let's try this again. There we go. I found a picture of it online. I left the guy's hand in so that you could get an idea of like how big it is, you know? And it's just, it looks like a neat little thing. There's a vertical display down the side that you can get some plugins and display like system stats and temperatures and CPU load and what, I don't care about that. But like it's a bunch of little displays inside buttons that you can assign icons to and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. You can see here that the brand name on this one is Fahoo, but it is a Mirabox, a mirror box. It's just rebranded to this other company. They are physical buttons with displays inside. It's the same as a Stream Deck, only a third of the price. And you can load whatever icons you want in, and you can tell it to, run. There's various like plugins and things, so you can have it do things inside an application, like inside Photoshop or something, or you can have it do, key combos or load an application or do whatever. And so hopefully it's going to be really useful. I have allowed this Omaha to get way too close. Oh, no, it's a Mahan. I've allowed this Mahan to get way too close. Let's just have a quick look on my minimap, because everything's so tight I can't see what's happening on my other map. There's so many circles. I wasn't trying to torpedo the Mahan, I was trying to torpedo the Omaha. And I succeeded in torpedoing the Omaha. So that's fun. Oh, and there he goes. Good job. I'm just going to lay a couple of torpedoes in that general direction. Spin back around and keep the pressure on. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be good. There's some... if you see... For those of you who are on my Discord, yesterday I posted a link to an open source GitHub project of a guy that basically designed the same thing, but made it himself, designed the PCB, figured out how to, like with a 3D printer and a bit of work, get some regular tiny OLED displays to sit inside a button. And basically, this kind of thing, but all custom built. And that seems cool. And I considered doing something like that myself, but I often think about things these days as a time versus cost. And maybe it would be worth my time versus like £150 if that were the only alternative. But when I found this thing on AliExpress for like 45 quid, yeah, that'll do. That's fine. That's decent. Wait, what? I didn't mean to say that. This Mahan I figured would turn towards me, so I'm turning away from him. What I want to do is get past him and go sink this Arizona. Or the aircraft carrier, who's also back there. But this Mahan is basically acting as a screening ship right now. Oh, look at that. We have another... Let's just fire randomly and see if we hit anything. We have another kamikaze over there.
We're in the lead now.
Again.
Good luck catching up.
It's so rare you get two kamikazes in the same match, but there they are. Okay, what are we driving towards? There's so many destroyers down here. I might... Considering... well, the Mahan's going to die. He's really going to die.
No more boost. We're taking it
Come on,
slow
kill him.
from here.
Kill him. Yes, good job. Alright, there's another destroyer behind this rock over there. It's a Fubuki, which is a good ship. I'm going to engage it. I don't want to. I don't love shooting with my guns. This ship isn't very good with her guns. I'd rather not get spotted at all because it lets the it lets that battleship over there know that I exist, and I really would rather it didn't know such things. But if we can just deal with this guy quickly and not lose any more of our destroyers. There we go, I hit him. That would really help. Alright, good job, lads. Okay. Now we can focus on what really matters. Which is this Arizona. And it looks like our team on the other side of the map cleared house as well. We've barely started this match, and we've already practically won. But yeah, Sammy, it is cool, isn't it? Man, it's so cool. There was a full keyboard that came out years ago with this tech, but it was so expensive and short-lived.
Hey, let's help our ally.
I feel bad for this Queen Elizabeth. I'm not going to get there in time to do anything to help her at all. I wouldn't even be able to get there quick enough to lay smoke, and it wouldn't really help because she's been torpedoed. Something vicious, look at that. Goodbye, Queen Elizabeth. Oh, she dodged one of them, though. Oh, look at that. She dodged both. That was a bad shot. The Arizona is still coming. He's still coming. 8.2 kilometers is my torpedo range. The aircraft carrier is headed our way as well, which is interesting. Am I going to hit her? I might as well fire. I have plenty of range on my torpedoes. Just in case she slows down a bit. If she speeds up, there's nothing I can do, but if she slows down...
Come on, give some fire support.
Alright. I don't really want their planes to spot me because then they'll know where I am. I can't turn much closer, although actually... I mean... If I spin around too much, I really wish I still had torpedoes right now. Alright, I don't normally do this, but I'm in a situation here where laying smoke so that I can't be seen by the battleship and then firing on this aircraft carrier seems the way to go. Do we think the aircraft carrier is going to... Oh, she's accelerating.
Smoke is up. Good luck finding us now.
Wonder what she's going to do. Well, I'm going to assume she's going to keep going, and I'm going to get the hell out of here, because I don't want to be sat next to a battleship when he gets close enough to see me.
I love being fast.
I wonder if any of those torpedoes will hit. Oh, 2 of them did. Nice. All right, great.
We're in the lead now. Good luck.
We're in the lead now. Yeah, I don't think we're going to lose somehow. Let's see. We have a friendly destroyer, another kamikaze over here. He's going to go and fuck up this Arizona. All right. Are there any wrecks between us? No? Okay. Let's fire one there. Fire one there. I want to get another shot in before I hit this rock that's in front of me, and I just want to fire one. Oh, he's turning this way. Okay. Usually I would bracket him a bit more, but seeing as he is turning... Oh, and this other kamikaze is going to get him. Ooh, he dodged the first 2, and the second 2, and the others. Is he going to dodge my torpedoes, though? He dodged the kamikaze. He dodged the other kamikaze. He's a fast mover. Look at that. I only managed to hit him with 1 in the end. Oh, he took out the kamikaze. Ah, he must have got too close.
Everyone, unleash fire on the
Ooh,
target.
hello. Ooh, ships in the night, eh? Oh, my cough to come back. You know what? You guys can deal with this one guy, right? I'm concerned about their other destroyer and our aircraft carrier. Considering, look on the minimap where their destroyer was last seen, and the fact that our aircraft carrier is over here. I mean, he is pretty... Oh, crap. Where is this guy? It's another kamikaze.
Hey, I need some firepower over here.
Great. Well, this could be it for me. I just kind of have to drive at this guy and hope I can torpedo him. We have 4 kamikazes in this match. I don't like to SOS twice, but in this case...
Torpedoes direct front. Watch out. We're in the lead now. Good luck.
Hey guy, I'm going to drive straight at you and see what happens. He took out my engines. That won't do. I need my engines.
Engine's damaged.
You can't torpedo me from that angle. Well, he kind of can.
Problem solved.
All right, here we
We're
go.
sailing smooth
Are we
now.
just going to kill each other?
No more boosts. We're taking it slow from here.
Possibly. Yes. Worth it, though. Worth it. Oh, that was a fun little match, wasn't it? Oh, my God. Ah, where did we rank? We came at the top. It's not hard in a kamikaze, though. The Mahan came second. Man, look at that. 4 kamikazes, 1 match. What are the odds? All right. So, I have 2 things to say. 3 things, actually. First off, I want you all to have a nice weekend, right? Have a good time, whatever it is you're off to do. I hope you have a good time. Second thing is, I don't like to plug the Discord too much for the sake of plugging it. The link is in the chat, though. If you have any suggestions for other games you'd like to see me play in the future, there is a suggestions channel on the Discord, and there is a list of games I already own in there, so preferably, if you see a game in there you would like me to play, just mention that you would like me to play it, and I might whip it out, because we have a quite a list of things in here. Let's see, what have I got in this list? There's American Truck Simulator, Duskers, there's Halo, there's Hitman, The Long Dark, Peak Raft, Titanfall, XCOM, and whatever else, right? So if you have a suggestion, throw it at me, because I never know. I never know what people want to see. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yes, I'll be back on Tuesday with Helldivers 2, and then Wednesday with World of Tanks, and then Thursday with World of Warships. And in the meantime, you can come say hello on the Discord if you want, or you can message me directly on Twitch. That is a thing that exists that people can actually do. I normally just get messages from AI chatbots that want to try to advertise their services. And it's funny because what they'll do is they'll try and strike up a conversation with you, but they can't really talk like a human being would talk. So you can tell it's a bot like from the very beginning, and you just kind of string them along to see what the bot's going to say. And they don't reply straight away. Sometimes it'll be like a day before you get another response from them, which is interesting. They must send messages out in like batches or something. But yeah, the last one. What was it the last guy said to me? The last bot. Let me whip it up. Let me whip it up. Whip it out. Let me pull it out. Where are my messages? Let's see. So they said like... I truly appreciate the quality of your streaming service. Keep up the great work. And weirdly enough, they said that in quotation marks, which was strange. And then they said, what's your next goal you love, space, to achieve on Twitch? And so what I did is I was like, hey, so you were in my stream the other day. So as a viewer, what do you think my next goal should be? And then the bot said, I think you should build a community. And I said, that's a good call. I'm starting small. I've got a server, I've got a Discord server with a few viewers and we can chat about things and stuff. And then they said, I don't know if you're open to suggestions or, and then in the next message, recommendations. And I said, of course I'm open to suggestions. In fact, I have a suggestions channel on the Discord. And then they said, and then that was on the 2nd of February, and they waited until the 9th of February to get back to me. So I don't know what they're doing with these bots. And it said, I have a big streamer on Twitch. She, space, is going to help you out with some great, space, tips on how to become successful with Twitch streaming, space. If you don't mind me connecting you with, space, the big streamer on Discord. And I replied saying, don't worry about it. I don't need tips on being successful. I'm just having a good time. I appreciate you looking out for me, though. Because I'm really, I'm really curious what the bot's going to say next. And that was about 2 weeks ago, and the bot has not replied since then. So maybe it's given up. But I do like playing with the bots. But it's always more fun to talk to real people. So you can always message me about anything, literally anything. You want to know more about deciduous trees, we can talk about that, whatever. It doesn't have to be, I'm so lonely. It doesn't have to be about Twitch or streaming or video games. It can be about anything. So have a good weekend. In a few weeks when this thing shows up, I will give it a go and let you guys know if it's any good. In case any of you want to get one of these things, they are cheap and Chinese, and it might be rubbish. So I will give you an honest, because it's really hard to find decent reviews on this thing online. It's a lot of people who were sent one by the company, and so you can't really trust them, and a lot of stuff that's clearly written by people trying to sell them. Not a lot of just straight up honest reviews of the actual device. So I will mention if it's any good or not when I get it. Yeah, have a good weekend. See you, Sammy.